Gotta do a visit. Because that just sounds amazing. This thing, speaking of amazing, this. Get wrecked, world. Get in there, Junkin. My heroic knight. What is that? Tell me you can go through it. Ugh, I wanted it. I'm gonna need this to burn faster. But I've summoned a horrible ring. Oh! Oh my god! I do think I should play them all as well. I'm just wondering what to start with. And again, I don't like to look into my games too much to see what they're about before.
All right, are you ready?
Done. And
/ can you still hear me?
cookie burrito. It's so hot.
Oh,
I haven't played Astroneer.
let's pop on in here. Hello. Hello.
Oh, hi.
Hi. There we are. Okay, I realized. Hey, Shadow. Welcome. Hello, Shadow435. Welcome to the stream. Cruickshankfit, Phoenix Gold here, talking about life. Look at this fancy little stream setup we got going.
I like it.
I know. It's got some character to it. I put a little bit of effort into this one. But
I'm honored.
oh, Frickface McGee's showing up. Hello, Frickface. How are you today? Good to see you. How's Shadow and Frickface today? I'm here with Cruickshankfit, and we are going to be talking about all kinds of weird stuff. Most exciting news this week. So many things have happened. But before I start, this is technically called Tea Talks, and I want to show you that this is my teacup, and this is the teapot, which, as you'll notice, is not even as tall as the cup. So
Useless.
it's essentially another teacup with a spout. I'm wondering if I should just pour this directly into my mouth.
I mean, at this point.
Oh, frick, Shadow's hungry. Feed you. All I have is 2 slices of cold pizza sitting right over there in the event that I get hungry. The teapot is very pretty. An exploding seagull is here. Tea game needs work. Do it. I might just. Yeah, so we were briefly talking about what we might talk about. And I realized that the way I have this set up, Cruickshank, it's funny because I muted you on other things so that it wasn't a reverb. But your voice only comes up on this screen. So it was on the starting screen. There was no sound. So I have no idea what you're saying. I was like, I'm just going to start it because I think the only way I can hear is if I'm on this scene. Chug it. Come on, tough guy. I literally just boiled this water. I am not chugging it right now. I will 100% admit to not being that tough. It's good to see everyone today. How's your week been?
Pretty good. I mean, pretty par for the course.
Is your hair a different color?
It is.
It is. I'm like, it's got.
That's why it took me so long to get here.
Oh, see, because I'm noticing like it's not. I don't want to call it copper because it's not copper. It's got like a bronzy red thing going on. It's what I would like to call autumn red.
It should be kind of pinky purple by the time it dries.
Oh, so. It's still slightly wet, is it?
It's soaked. Yeah, it's just
great.
wet.
Great. Well, this is exciting.
But I bleached it last night.
Oof. How was that as a process?
Sorry. It was awful. It was a terrible idea.
I hate that. I do. I truly do. I sent pictures to someone once upon a time of me. Have you? Oh my God. I bleached my beard once.
Oh my God.
And
really?
I dyed my beard purple. Yes. I will attempt to find this for everyone and show it on screen. Because once upon a time, I did this and it was a bad thing. It was a real bad thing. I'm just like, where would those pictures? I can't even remember where I found those pictures. Oh, there they are. Okay, so here I even set this up so that I could share screen, which is great. I'm kind of proud of myself. The only problem is literally everything is on the opposite screen it should be on right now, so I'm switching things around as we speak. It's a little bit, everything's backwards. Okay, you're gonna hate this. Are you ready?
Oh,
I don't think you are. I don't think you are.
Probably not.
Here you go. For everyone in chat, here is a little time of my life where I officially lost a bet in the best way. I said if my staff team could get over 100 people to attend a program, I would let them dye my beard purple. And this is the result. There's the bleach.
No.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Yeah, there's the bleach. Here's the purple when it was still wet. They just slathered it on there. And this is after it dried. This is just how I looked.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was real bad. Also, remember when you could get haircuts? This is what I normally look like, minus the purple beard. So yeah, this is cursed. The perfect man doesn't exist. I want to see this. Well, you saw it. There you go. Wow. Also, I wore a very special shirt for you today. Don't know if you've noticed this yet, but I've got my Deadpool shirt on.
You are.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, I know. I'm getting into Marvel mode.
Yeah, how'd it go? Yeah.
I have to say though, I'm glad that your hair looks way better already than my beard looked ever in those pictures.
I'm pretty happy about that too.
Right? So one of the people who sometimes pops on streams is Cornucopia and Toon Reborn. I had a very interesting conversation with Toon Reborn the other day, and we discussed that we should all have streams talking about our worst dating experiences, because he had he had the worst horror story of dating experiences, like an online date he went on that I had ever heard in my life. But in some ways also like the most epic, because there were 4 girls that ended up on the date with him. Like this one girl just was like, pick up my friend's girlfriend, pick up my sister, like that kind of stuff. By the end of this story, all 4 of them had tried to get with him in some way. It was it was just a rotating nightmare story of like you just got to get out of here, man. Just
leave.
Yeah, just got to leave. I do know this. I fluctuate between looking homeless and looking acceptable. You know this. You know, I think at this point we all kind of fluctuate between looking homeless and looking acceptable.
We do. 100%. I
have some really epic pictures of my bike ride I went on today. So today I did 2 hours of legs. I purchased a bike from a man in a town 2 to 3 towns over. And I rode that bike home. It was a 22-kilometer bike ride, and I did it in 2 hours. Not all on the road, some through the woods, some along a river. It was quite nice, actually. It was a little cool, but like I haven't ridden a bike in years at this point, and I was just like, first day out, 22K.
Yeah, why not?
Let's do this.
I mean, the photo that you put up was beautiful. It was a great day to go for.
Yeah.
2-hour bike ride.
Honestly, like it's funny because I've driven by these places on the roads so many times that I can't. Like I was always going by. I was like, where does that path go? Like, where does it come from? It looks neat. I would like to go on it. And today I just found myself on those paths. I was like, oh my god, this is the path. Yeah, I'm on the path. The day was lovely. Well, if anyone wants to see, I mean, so long as we're sharing and I have the ability to do so, I might as well just show people.
Go for it.
Because I don't think you have access to these pictures. You probably saw the one on Instagram, but let's.
The one,
yeah. So here we go. Oh, I'm noticing that that gets a little in the way, but yeah, we got some river action. This was before the wind got me. I'm feeling pretty good. This was when the wind was definitely getting me. Looks like I'm falling from the sky. And I'm noticing that this display capture thing is below all of the text, which doesn't really help. So I'm gonna attempt to move that around, and it's gone. I don't know where I put it. I think I broke it forever.
Good.
Oh, I somehow moved it. I somehow moved it down. I love trying to rearrange like things on stream. Did I see Nakoko pop in there? Hello, Nakoko. How are you? I didn't hear your walk up. There we go. There we go. Now it's above, so you can see the pictures. Yeah, but like, look, there was like a weird triangle in a lake just hovering. It's a hovering triangle. I was like, I want to get on that, but there was no path to it. So, yeah, there was a. Oh, new Lemon Christmas tree subscribing at tier 1. Thank you for the subscription, Lemon. Good to see you. So Lemon and I are doing a broadcast tomorrow. It's going to be on something. We don't know what it is yet, but we tend to have a great time when we're chatting. So
that's good.
Yeah, we're still in the works of topics. If there's anything any controversial current events anyone would like to discuss, I'm sure he would be the proper venue for that.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, so that's good. Actually, I wonder if I can do a shout out here. I'm just testing out how all this stuff works because I honestly don't know what'll happen.
Ow, I just hurt myself. Is that a bear?
There he is.
Very cool.
My stream's delayed.
Neat.
Oh god, that's a bear. That is a bear.
That is a bear.
Oh god,
This game. This game looks amazing.
Sword. Oh yes, the
Resident
bear!
Evil
The bear killed Chunky!
Village.
Oh god, that is a dude! Oh god, that was a yeet. Kill him, Chunky! Chunky, not me! Yes, Chunky! Go! Yeah!
I want to know what
Look
game
at
this
that
is. I know he was
bear!
playing Resident Evil, but I don't think this
Oh
is
no, Chunky
Resident
killed the
Evil.
bear. Oh, I killed him. Don't worry.
Just going by what it said.
The bear
on the
helped
thing.
me.
Tale of the Chunky Girthatron. This is Ghost of I can't say Tsushima. I did it. Ghost of Tsushima. All right, so yeah, that's the updates. Bicycles were bought, ridden. I arrived here. I could almost not walk into my house, and I will immediately be purchasing some sort of a gel seat covering.
Oh my god.
Because I think I might need a wheelchair.
Yeah, probably good call.
Yeah. You know when you go around the Monopoly board and you pass through prison in the just visiting lane? That's what I feel happened today on the bicycle.
I like your metaphors.
They're colorful. Yeah. Yes. It'll devolve into Bond. So we did have like a test stream at one point, where Lemon just decided to pop in during one of my art streams and chat with me, and that's how we decided we needed to chat more, because we spent so much time talking about the effects Bon Jovi has had on the state of America.
Oh.
Yeah. It was weird.
Sorry, I missed it.
Yeah, no. Basically we ended up coming to the conclusion that Bon Jovi is essentially responsible for, I think it was 60% of Florida being the way it is. So
What,
now you know.
Yeah, the more you know.
Yeah, right? Oh, Nakoko says you look gorgeous as always, and I look handsome. We both got a compliment this time.
Well, After last time.
Yeah.
Of course we did.
Well, see, the nice part is, though, we're going to get to see you, like, evolve in front of our eyes, though, as your hair dries and the color slowly comes out.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, you might get to see a time lapse of the evolution of Shank's hair.
Could be a disaster.
It could very well be a disaster. This is true.
I should send you photos of how it looked when it was bleached out.
You definitely. Because you would be
awful.
super blonde at that point, I assume. Or like lighter than I've ever seen
cat.
it. Looked like a calico cat.
I did. It was awful.
See, we're both on our metaphor game today. Technically, that would be a simile because like or as was used. Look at me knowing my grade 9.
Look at you.
I'll never forget the day we learned
Tip
that.
my camera.
Is it weird that I
That
can
would be
literally picture the moment that I learned the difference between a simile and a metaphor? Like, I can see
is
myself sitting in the classroom with the teacher. I'm 3 rows from the back. Girl named Laura McFarland's off to the right of me. Girl named Laura something else off to the left. She's a ginger. And, yeah. I can just, like, the difference between a metaphor and a simile is you can remember a simile because it has an L in it, and similes use like or as. And I can picture that. That is apparently an important memory in my life.
That is amazing.
Like, do you have moments like that at all? Is there like weird memories that just stand out to you as being like, this was for whatever reason important to me? Yeah, Phoenix, that's called a memory. Wow. But I feel like there's other things in life that are like more important than that, but definitely shouldn't be as vivid as that was. Frickface has killed Cruickshank. Shanks is dead. Shank's down. Well,
I can call it a night. I'm good now. I don't need to.
actually,
I'm good.
this
Bye.
is funny. So I've started working at this long-term care facility, and there was a girl
Yes.
working in the physio department who walks out, and she's got this, what looks like a walker, but it comes up to chest level, and she's like leaning on it. And I walked up to her, and I was like, "What's that for?" And she looked at me and was like, "Walking." And I was like,
Yeah.
like, I know now that the question I should have asked was, what is the difference between that and a regular walker that
Yeah.
makes that so much better to use? But
That's amazing.
yeah, I think
She's not wrong.
she was not, and I was like, I don't even know how to expand on my thought here because I'm just, yep, it's for walking.
Yeah.
Oh,
You just
God.
walk away at that point.
Felt so dumb. It's hard being
I mean,
one of 3 men working in a place full of 92 women, and now they all think you're dumb on day 1.
well played.
You know the judgment's going to be long lasting there. Exploding Seagull says, I don't have memories, just a lot of work stories, mostly just strange interactions. Well, I would assume you know of them as a result of remembering them, which would create a memory. He did it. He fucking remembered something.
Yes.
Okay, but is
No,
this,
I don't think I have memories like that.
really?
like,
You don't just
weirdly
have like
specific.
random, weirdly specific memories?
I probably do, but now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not gonna be able to come up with any.
See, like, I have another one that I remember all the time. And the weird part is...
I'm here for story time. Just
Yeah,
give it to me.
I know. This is... Here we go. Tangents.
That's what we're good at.
The weird part of this is I did it to see if I could remember it years later. I was literally like, we're sitting in the back of our Chevy Blazer on the way back from the cottage. My family had a cottage at one point, and we're driving back from the cottage, and I'm listening to like the Marshall Mathers LP Eminem on a CD player, legitimate CD player, in the car. And I looked out the window at a tree and I said, I wonder if I'll remember this. And I've never forgotten it. ever. It's just stuck in my mind, taking up space.
That's a good use of storage.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I legitimately can't remember the girl's name that I dated at one point in college, and it just bothers me. I'm like, I can picture her face, I just can't remember her name.
That's rough.
Right? Right? I'm just like, it started with a C? Clarice?
Well, you got something.
Yeah.
God.
It probably doesn't start with a C.
Probably not.
Like, my name was Brenda. I was like, ooh, no wonder we broke up.
Yeah, that's a legit reason.
It's not there's just some names that aren't good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I have a question for you. Top 3 least favorite names.
Top 3 least favorite names.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, Tio's here. Hello, Tio. Good to see you. When you think about her, do you see the tree? What was her name? Oak? Professor Oak? Saw a picture once of my dad outside making... Okay, but everybody in chat, this is a question for everyone in chat. Top 3 least favorite names. Let's talk about it. Why not? We got people here.
Okay.
Saw a picture once of my dad outside making barbecue with me under a canopy in a baby carrier when I was like, well, a baby. And when I saw that picture, I remembered it. Oh my God. That's like, oh, what do they call that? Something about recall.
Recall?
Well, it is recall, but it's like,
No.
it's like triggered in a way. Like, it's a weird, like, triggered memory. That's like when people who go through like comas and things and have like significant memory loss try and like piece their lives back together by interacting with objects that are significant to them. And then it's like they start getting like some of the puzzle pieces back by knowing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gerald, Dick, and Jean.
Hate them all. They're not good names though, so I get it.
No, they're not. But, like, there was a time where, like, Gladys was a solid choice for a name. Like, someone would be like, Gladys, that's a beautiful name. And I'd be like...
Nothing wrong with that.
It's okay. But, like, do we need to be naming... Like, I don't like my name. I don't, like...
No?
No. My name is, like, top of the list for me. Well, I wouldn't say top of the list. But, like, it's within my top 10 of names that I just don't like. And my reasons are... that it was clearly trendy at the time I was born, and I grew up with 6 other people in the same grade as me with the same name. And I didn't even have a first name until I got to college, because before that, I was just known by my last name.
Right.
Because that was the defining feature on me, is that other people didn't have that. So, like, I've never liked my name.
Crazy. I think your name is solid. See, I like that name.
Yeah, Lemon also hates the name FnxAu.
Yeah. Who doesn't?
It makes me seem either Asian or Australian. A lot of people are like, oh, Phoenix, Australia. I'm like, oh, I did not think of that when I was looking at the periodic table.
It's a good name. I like it.
Frickface doesn't like her name either. I think you have a nice name. Mostly because no one who doesn't know me can say it right the first time. Oh, did they give you like they mispronounced the end, the last part? It's more of an A than an E. Is that what happens with you? I don't want to like out you for your name unless you decide to. So Cruickshank, do you have any thoughts on? See, now it's weird because I'm literally calling you by your last name, which makes my whole previous point seem like I'm just being a dick now. Shanks.
I like my last name.
You got a good last name,
though, so it's okay.
I also don't like my last name, so
no,
that's why I've totally rebranded.
I don't like the name Siobhan.
Siobhan.
Yes, because I have history with the Siobhan, and I just ever since then I'm like, no.
Okay, Siobhan. Due to
Siobhan
history.
and Denise. I don't like the name Denise.
Interesting.
Definitely my top 3. Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay.
I hate it. Siobhan, Denise, and
things we have.
I don't know
in
if there's
common.
any like. Probably for different reasons, though.
Probably.
Yeah. I don't know if I can think of a third. Those are the two that are like top of the list.
Frickface says, I don't like the name Nicole, but I read it as Nick Hole. I was like, I also don't want to see Nick Hole.
I don't like that name when it's spelled like that.
No, me neither. I don't like any names that have
terrible.
the word hole in them. I think we could just avoid all of the Brad holes and Stephen holes and Sarah holes out there.
Stephen Hole was my next kid's name.
Damn. Actually, Sarah Hole's a funny name because it's kind of like Sarah A-hole, in which case I'm into it now. I'm like, yeah, I'm an asshole, an asshole-io. Speaking of kids, Mother's Day tomorrow. What do you think you're going to get from the kid?
Nothing.
He's
two.
What a shitty kid. That's
right?
it.
He's kind of an asshole.
What a
Speaking
dick.
of.
3 uninterrupted hours of nighttime sleep. I think is the least he can do for you.
I get that every night.
6 uninterrupted hours of nighttime sleep.
Again, like 7 to 8.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's nice. He's
I'm not
doing
sleeping
bad.
during that time, but he's not up.
Oh my God, we're doing our debut episode on Mother's Day? Yes, we are. We can talk about Mother's Day traditions and excellent gift ideas for mothers. It'll be great. You're going to love this. My mother sometimes watches
them
the
under
stream.
warranty. You're right. It's been way too long.
Oh, come on. You got to have at least a 3-year warranty on a kid. It's got to be like most cars give you at least a 3-year. Unless you've gone over like 80,000 K with them or something.
Yeah. You have a pretty good idea if your kid's going to be an asshole or not by 2, though. So. Do
you? Yeah. I don't know. This is news to me. What are the indicators?
I don't know. My kid's not an asshole.
Oh, it's just kind of like if he's an asshole by 2, you're pretty much just going to continue in this fashion? Yeah. Can you guys do the Lonely Island song Mother Lover tomorrow? I'm sure you'll be able to redeem that somehow. That sounds like a thing we would definitely help you with, Tio. If anyone, Lemon and I feel like the kind of people who would do almost anything just because it's messed up and strange.
Yep.
Well, this has all been very interesting. I know. Here we are, 27 minutes into the stream, and we're just talking about random crap.
Like last time?
Yeah. But I did want to talk about, because I got, news, everybody. I recently got Disney Plus, which is excitain. I know.
Yes.
I know. And I started watching, guess what I started watching? What was the first thing I put on?
WandaVision?
No.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yes. WandaVision is actually going to be hard for me to watch, I feel. I don't know why.
Because of the sitcom vibe?
I just don't care about the story.
Oh.
I think is the problem.
I understand. Yep.
I'm not invested in the characters in the same way I'm invested in most other characters. And I think that's due to them having kind of like a lot less development than other people. But this is their opportunity. I'm into it because it's kind of like an older fashioned thing. I think it might be neat. But it's the vision I find is weird. Like Wanda is very cool. Vision is weird. So it's like 50-50 split whether or not I'm going to enjoy it.
Right. I think you'll like it.
Monday night will never be the same. Oh no, what did I miss? Please look at the song for me. I've heard it before, just check it out. Or is mom pooping at home? Yeah, we've been doing movie nights on Monday, which is pretty cool. We're working our way through Studio Ghibli movies.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, cool. I haven't seen most of them, so it's been exciting. Like, I've seen, like, the ones that are more talked about, so I've started this with the ones that are least talked about, and they've been good. I'm impressed.
Okay.
But yeah, I started watching Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and so far, I'm liking it.
Yes.
Yeah, but, like, I think I knew that I would. because again, it's going to be a different take on the Captain America story, and I actually think that it might cover some of the reasons why I also feel like it's hard to just adopt Captain America into your life, you know?
Probably.
And there's going to be discussions around like what Captain America should look like and represent, and where that goes, and who would be the ideal fit to be Captain America.
Yep.
So I think it's going to be good, and I'm looking forward to seeing more of it.
I'm really looking forward to talking to you about it when you're finished the season.
Oh, I'm going to binge it like
we could have a
crazy
very
this
interesting
week.
conversation.
I'm going to binge it like crazy this week.
Perfect. Next
We'll
weekend.
be done by Tuesday. When will we see Captain Canuck? I don't know, but I would actually love to see stories on like the Canadian superheroes.
Same.
Like, name a popular Canadian hero in comics that isn't Wolverine.
Damn it.
Right?
Deadpool.
True. Okay. That literally wearing the shirt. Feel like an idiot now. But
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute.
is Deadpool actually Canadian though? Like, I know like Ryan Reynolds is Canadian, is he not? Is he? Oh my god,
Yeah.
now I'm confused.
Yeah.
But is Deadpool Canadian?
Ryan Reynolds is Canadian.
I guess Deadpool would have been Weapon X program, which would have been in Canada.
Would have been, yeah.
So any of the Weapon X people would technically be.
Wade Wilson was born in Canada. Just
Okay.
confirming that
Okay.
right now.
Tio's like Deadpool. I typed it before he said it. You tried, Tio. You did try, for sure. Yeah. Oh, Wade Wilson's Saskatchewan. Neat. Interesting. I didn't actually know that, Seagull. Okay, so beside why do the Canadian superheroes have the same powers? Canadians, if you want to be a superhero, your power will be regeneration. Rapid regeneration. This is how we took Vimy Ridge. Wolverine and Deadpool.
Sabretooth.
Yeah.
Sabretooth is Canadian.
And also probably has regenerative powers, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Or is the link there just Weapon X program was like, let's make people regenerate?
Yeah.
Well, but they didn't actually do that because Wolverine regenerated before Weapon X. And then they just were like, let's infuse this mofo with some adamantium and make him like a cat. Let's give him cat claws.
Yeah.
Someone's like, you know what's always awful? When cats get all pissy and attack you with their claws. Let's put that in a person. Oh god, now Wolverine's starting to feel like a cat person, and as per last week's discussion, I hate that more than anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You can't feel good about that.
I don't. They're even retractable claws. I'm upset.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're real mad about this.
I'm legitimately upset. What if we injected Hugh Jackman or Steve Blum into everyone? If you injected Hugh Jackman into everyone, I think it would take away from the magic. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Hugh Jackman. Probably top 3 male actors. I would say arguably my number 1 position. Definitely beating out Johnny Depp these days. But Hugh Jackman has fantastic range, and we discussed this last time.
We did.
Yeah, and then you sent me an Instagram post
I did.
about it, which was like way too on point.
It was shut up on my feed, and I was
Yeah.
like, it was meant to be.
Yeah, find yourself a man who's both Logan and, my God, it's
The
P.T.
Greatest
Barnum.
Showman.
P.T.
Yes.
Barnum is the name, but like from The Greatest Showman.
Yes.
Okay. That's Weapon X in a nutshell. That is Weapon X in a nutshell. Okay, but still, okay, Captain Canuck is Canadian, correct, but I wouldn't call Captain Canuck popular. Like,
North Star. North Star's a good character.
okay. I'm still feeling like that's B-list, though.
Well, okay, yeah.
Just why we got a BB list?
Well, maybe Marvel will make us A-list soon.
I hope so. Actually, I would love to see that as a thing.
Yeah. Well, I think they're bringing. Oh shoot. like, well, my brain just stopped working.
Oh, unfortunate. Unfortunate.
Yeah.
We were going to talk about something like success or motivation today, I think, at one point.
We were.
We
We
were.
were going to do it last week, too.
Yeah. Then we went off on a 3.5 hour tangent.
Yeah.
Tea talks. What are they going to be about? When you put mushrooms in your tea, everything's exciting. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
I didn't know it was this kind of tea talk.
Did I ever tell you about the time that happened?
You put mushrooms in your tea?
Yeah.
No?
Okay.
Wait. Maybe.
So one time,
Tell me.
one time last year, I was like, you know what? I'm kind of done with prescription medication. It makes me feel like crap, and I don't want to feel like crap, and I don't think I should be on it. But it was also the pandemic,
Yes.
and I was trapped inside, so it was really hard to like do things. And I was living in the city, really far away from people, and nobody wanted me to visit them because I was living in the city. But I also couldn't have visitors, so there was just a significant amount of time I was living alone. And so I was like reading some articles because I was looking into it for my dad originally, who has early onset dementia. And there's
Right.
been some studies showing that like psilocybin mushrooms, also known as magic mushrooms, have a positive
Yes.
effect on sort of rewiring the brain. Like it's like a hard reset for your brain. Really helps with like depression and anxiety and things in, you know, if you take it in sort of small doses. You don't need it to the point where you're hallucinating, just like micro doses of like 0.5 grams mixed in some tea.
Right.
So I have a friend who he was the one who was telling me about it initially. And he's like, I don't want to force this on you, but if it's something that you're struggling with, like here's some articles that you can read about it, like educate yourself about it. And if you ever want to try it, like I have a person that I know who grows them and is like a safe place to do it. And like, I will support you in this process so that there's nothing to like worry about kind of thing.
Right.
And I was like, you know what? I'm ready to do this. I found a day and I was like, okay, called him up, was like, I would like to try it just to see. I had stopped taking the medication so they wouldn't interact poorly. And I was like, let's do this. Well, he gives me this bag of mushrooms and, he also says, there's also an acid tablet in there if you want it. And I was like, I don't, but it's mixed in there somewhere. He's like, it's like this big. Just watch out for it. But if you feel like trying it, it's kind of like, let me know and I'll let you know what to do. I'm like, I'm 98% sure I'm never going to do that. But
Yes.
anyways, I take this bag home. And I waited for like, because you're supposed to be in a good mood when you like engage in taking like drugs that potentially will make you hallucinate, and I have zero experience with it, so I'm like, let's give this a go. And I waited for like a month and a half before like I hit the right day where I was just in a great mood. The sun was shining outside. It was a really relaxed day. I had like 6 hours to myself with nothing to do, and I was like, all right, today will be the day. And I remember, like, I asked him, like, how much should I take? And he's like, 0.5 grams. And in our conversation, he's like, yeah, we gave you this bag of mushrooms. And anyone who knows me and, like, weighing food and stuff is like, I have no idea. I don't weigh things. I don't know how much they weigh. I didn't, like, they were light enough that the scale didn't pick them up that I had. So I was like, I guess this is 0.5 grams. So I just mixed the whole thing into a tea thing and drank it. And then I called him and I was like, all right, I just wanted to let you know, because he told me, he's like, call me when you've done it. And just so that you know, you've got somebody you can call and we can like talk you through it. I was like, yeah, okay. So I mixed it in and he's like, how much did you put in? I was like, oh, I put in the bag. And he's like, what? And he's like, yeah, I put in the bag you gave me. No. And he's like, I gave you 5 grams. And I was like, what? He's like, that's supposed to last you for like the summer.
Holy shit.
And I was like, what? He's like, okay, don't panic. He's like, don't panic. He's like, I want you to just sit down on your couch. I'm going to send you some real nice music to listen to. You're just going to find it. He's like, are you outside right now? I'm like, no, I'm in my apartment. He's like, okay, just stay in your apartment. Don't go anywhere. Just put on this music. Like, sit down on the couch. You're going to have like, it's gonna be a time. I was like, should I be concerned? He's like, I think you're gonna be fine. You can call me at any time. You're in a good mood. We're going to put some good music on. It's going to be great. But, like, I want you to just keep this in your mind. Just stay where you are and try not to, like, move around much. And I'm like, how much do normal people take? He's like, 0.5 grams. He's like, and I took 5. So 10 times that amount. He's like, yes. I'm like, how much does it take you to get to, like, a hallucinating level? He's like, depending on how much you've had in the past, 2 to 3 grams. I was like, I've taken at least double that. He's like, yeah, we're just gonna put on some good music and sit. Oh my God, Shanks, I had the greatest night of my life. Okay, so for whatever reason, I was like, well, you know what I'm gonna do, because at one point in time, somebody said, hey, Phoenix, you should really record a sleep meditation soundtrack, which I did, and it's available on YouTube, and you can listen to it. So I record this sleep meditation. I was like, I'm just gonna go and, like, I want to get myself in a good spot, and so I was like, the best way to start this off, maybe with a little bit of meditation here. So I put on the relaxing sleep music, queued up the Audacity, and I just started freestyling a sleep meditation for, like, I don't know, 20 minutes or so. And I end this sleep meditation with, you know, I come out of it, it's like, okay, now when you open your eyes, you'll be a whole new person in a whole new world. And I opened my eyes, and I kid you not, the ceiling was like you know when you look at, like, an old school, like, jukebox, a boombox, and it's got, like, the audio levelers going across in all the colors. Every one of my ceiling tiles was one of those audio bars, and it was just like the music that was playing was just right across the ceiling. My computer, like, it felt hot to sit at my computer. It was like I was sitting in front of the sun, and, like, I was trying to, like, type something into it, and I remember, like, specifically, like, crawling across my desk and, like, just it was like the gravity was too much. Yeah. And I'm just crawling into the sun, and I'm like, I can't look at it, it's too bright. And I finally, like, queued up the album that he sent me, and, like, shut down the stream or whatever, and queued up this album, and the music all changed in this Todd Terje, It's Album Time. That's what it's called. I'm gonna link it in chat. If you ever decide to do hallucinogenic drugs, Todd Terje, It's Album Time.
Love
there
it.
we go. Yeah, it's good. But the moral of the story was, I ended up sitting on the couch listening to this music, and I was just having a blast. Like, it was I could not stop laughing. I was having a great. One of my walls was bubbling, which was really weird, because if you would kind of expect I called a friend about this middle of this, and I'm just like, hey, this is what's happening, and they were like, oh God, no. And I'm like, yes, it's happening, but I need to talk something through with you, because logically, if you're looking at a wall and you're having, like, a visual hallucination, when you move your vision, it should change, right? And kind of move with you. But that wasn't the case. It was just always over here. No matter where I looked at it, with what part of my eye, this, like, weird bubbling effect remained. And I'm just like, does that mean it's always there and I just can't see it?
It would make you question things, I feel like.
So, yeah, it was a whole thing, and I haven't taken anything since, of any kind of medication at all.
Oh, okay.
And I've been doing, like, it's been 6 to 8 months now.
So just one dose of 5 milligrams of mushrooms, and you're good to go.
Five
That's
grams,
what your prescription is.
not milligrams. 5 grams. We'll do you for at least a year. Just put yourself in a safe place.
Yeah.
Do you remember the time last year when I was doing all the paintings? Like started off my Instagram. I was doing so all those paintings were hanging on one wall, and they're all very bright and colorful. I could not. The one regret I had was painting those paintings in bright colors, because apparently when I went into like hallucination mode, my brain just was like, colors mean clowns, and everything that was on the wall became clowns. I was like, we're just not gonna look in that direction for the rest of the night.
I would have jumped out the window. Like,
Oh, it was awful.
Would have been gone.
Oh, it was awful. Like when you see a colorful train become a clown, like it's a nightmare experience. You don't want to see a train morph into a rainbow clown, okay?
We really need to stop this conversation right now, because I'm gonna die.
Okay. We can stop.
Hi, Gremlin.
Hello, Baby Cakes. Gremlin says hi, Auntie. Oh.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Baby Cakes. How's Gremlin doing today? How's the big Gremlin? Haven't seen him in a while either. Okay. There's a whole album here, but there we go. There's the album I was talking about. If anyone wants to listen to some really interesting music. That's just, I think, the intro, but if you can find the playlist for the album, it's a treat. It's a wild ride. The one thing I regret is that at some point in time I turned on the microphone again and literally recorded 6 hours of my whole experience on this. And when I woke up in the morning, I realized I had recorded my computer audio and not my microphone audio, and there was nothing. I know.
That's so disappointing.
It's so disappointing. I was so mad. Oh my god, I called so many people that night though. I had like at least like 11 phone calls with people who I had, like some whom I regularly talked to and others who I hadn't talked to in forever, and I just called them up and it's like, I just need to tell you, you're an amazing person. It's just like all compliments.
I'm sad you didn't call me.
Thank you.
You jerk.
Thank you for the follow. Oh my god. Champignero. I want to say it's Champignero. It's going to be hard to say that. But I appreciate the follow and that you've stuck around for this story.
It's amazing.
I knew I could sell them on it. You know what? We may just have to do a redo at some point in time where I just warn the whole community that's like, it's going to happen and you may receive a phone call, but I can't guarantee what the results will be. Yeah.
I like it.
So, I think...
Oh my god.
How many subs to drop 5 grams of mushrooms on stream? I think I would get banned for that. So, none. Off stream, though. Monday night movie night could get real fun, especially if I narrate the movie.
Oh, I'm coming for that.
Oh, especially if it's a Studio Ghibli movie.
Oh, yes, I did.
Can only imagine what Ponyo would look like. Well, that sounds right. Yeah. He's fine. Time to do it again. Yes, the hair has been dyed. Oh, Reese's, hello.
Yes. Hello.
We were just talking on Instagram earlier today.
Oh, nice.
Reese's was asking how we knew each other, and I had to explain it's through the nerdy art of sword fighting for children.
Heck yeah, bro.
Yeah. It's because we engaged in medieval broadsword combat on the field of battle for 8-year-olds on a semi-regular basis.
And I mean, that's the best way to get to know people, I think.
I will say, though, we have some of the best pictures in the newspaper together.
We do.
Yeah. That picture of you and me and the tiny angry one. I was like, wow, like Denise and I look fit in this picture.
We look beastly.
I know. Whenever I want to feel good about myself, I like look up that article from like 2 years ago. I'm like, yeah, there you are.
That's the one.
Ponyo is such a pretty
I love that photo.
It's a good photo.
Like, very buff.
We do. I mean, I know I have it in me again. I think this bike's going to be a real good start to me getting back into fitness.
Nice. think so.
if I can do 22 kilometers on day 1, imagine what I can do on day 2. 20
I mean, double it.
meters.
For sure.
Yeah, I'll probably be in bed crying, leg pains.
Maybe.
I want to see this picture. Pull it up. Oh, okay, let me see if I can find it. In the meantime, Denise, please guide us back to a topic of discussion. Thank you for the cheers, Tink. Good to see you. Welcome, everyone. We're talking about mushroom trips, Winter Soldier and Falcon. I got that backwards. Riding a new bike. Lots of stuff today. But I mean, the topic of the stream, I think, is, Mother's Day. The topic of the stream was success and motivation.
Yeah, that's going really well.
I did actually want to ask you this, though, because this was a question that I'd come up with while I was thinking the other day. And it had something to do with me choosing to stop doing a workout challenge that our community had.
Yes.
And so we talked a little bit about it in the context of motivation, but I also wanted to say, like, how is it that you define success personally? Because I think it's different person to person. I think it's really important for people to realize that the way that you define success may not be the way in which other people define success. And I was curious to know what your thoughts were on it. And now I will attempt to pull up that picture for Reese's.
Oh, good. I'm vamping. Great. My rambling skills are wonderful. I think for me, success, it's pretty, I don't know, simple and basic. But I think if you show up every day and do your best, whatever that looks like, that's a successful day. That's a success. You've succeeded. I think if you show up and your best that day is having a shower, and you have a shower, then that's a success.
Can I have a rest day?
Yes. You may.
What do we got in chat? What are people... We talked about succeeding while consuming drugs.
Yeah.
Technically, yeah, actually, because my goal was to stop taking prescription medications, and I have. So, whether or not it was executed to the to the plan, questionable.
Well, you haven't needed anything in like 8 months.
No,
so, right?
not even food. I've been living off sunlight and water. I'm absorbing through my skin via osmosis.
He's turned into a plant.
I have superpowers now. I regenerate. God damn it.
You're Canadian.
I know. I didn't need to take the ancestry DNA test. I should have just developed superpowers to know I was Canadian the whole time. Okay, Reese's is saying, your hobbies help you stay motivated for harder tasks in life. Bam, on topic. Perfect. Excellent. Shroom trips, when I was on them, the sky was green and I had super hearing. That, no, but that can actually be a thing. I remember taking a medication at one point in time that like amplified all my senses to what I would say was superhuman, to the point of it being the worst experience of my life. Because like someone could close a door 2 rooms away and it sounded like they were slamming it on my head. That's how loud things were. And like I had like magnifying vision, which is not great when you're trying to get to the bathroom and it's nearby, It was a terrifying experience. I remember begging the doctors the next morning. I was like, I don't know what you put me on last night, but please don't ever do it again.
Let's not do that.
No, it was bad. This is actually going to be, I think this might be more difficult to find than I think it was. There's so many pictures now.
I can try to pull it up and send it to you, if that works.
That would work.
I feel like I have it somewhere.
Right? It's a good one. But I like the article, because then you get to show off the article as well,
Yeah.
Oh, there's just so much coverage of our... Apparently the festival will be online this year, which will be an interesting change of pace. I know.
Yeah.
I know. I told you, Phoenix, it's the Canadians. They all just have regeneration. I know. It's the Canadian superhero power is regeneration. You should check out our economy. It does all right. Oh. Yeah, but
I know where it is.
I see The Man in the Hood Returns, which is my favorite article that they did, because The Man in the Hood Returns implies Robin Hood returned, but it shows a picture of me on the front page, and I was the villain. So for anyone who wants to see this, I'll share this one while Cruickshank is maybe looking for it. But this is the festival that we participate in here. Give me 1 second to figure out where oh my god, there's so many things on here. Oh right, I moved it up because it was invisible. So there I am. There I am, the Man in the Hood returning.
Yes!
Yeah, but I'm not actually the Man in the Hood. That would be Robin Hood that they're referring to. I was the villain who Robin Hood fought. This is the battle between Robin and I, where we are having some excellent sword fighting. And this would be Big Gremlin, who we were talking about earlier. So
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll just have regenerative powers. So there you go. I should have gone out to that festival before COVID. Many regrets. You should have. You should have. We will find what we're talking about. So
we will.
On the topic of success,
we've never fought each other.
We haven't, and that's dumb. I haven't fought many of the I don't think I fought anybody who I am actually friends with, aside from Robin Hood, who I fought multiple times, multiple years.
Yes.
Literally my first and last fight. So, yeah.
It's because you guys are such good actors within the fight.
Yeah, because we're both
you fight
goofy.
well together. Well, you're both terrifying. So
in every fight we've ever had, he's always forgot exactly one block at head height, and I've always been like, I'm going to cut your head off, and it terrifies me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's why only you two can fight each other.
I know. I have so much practice at stopping that right before killing him. It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love watching the videos after the fact where it's just like a hush falls over the crowd as Robin almost dies.
It just, But being the bad guy is the best thing. I love that I got switched over to being a heel.
Oh, being a bad guy is so much more fun. Frickface is like, let's fight right now. I have a lightsaber in my car. Amazing. I think technology-wise, lightsaber beats broadsword, but I also have my broadsword in my trunk at all times in case road rage breaks out. You know?
Yeah, you need it.
If someone pulls a gun at you on the highway, pull out a broadsword, you might just flex that and I'll be like, maybe not. Braveheart over here looks a little bit like bullets might not stop him. Plus, he's got Canadian superpowers.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I'd say I have a Kalash in my basement, but I don't, and that's stinky. I want to be evil. I want to always wear sunglasses. Oh, I've seen people wear sunglasses in a medieval setting before, and even though they were aviators, which I love more than anything, I could not help but hate it. It's just like, stop.
Yeah.
Like, as far as crossover genres go, I think like modern medieval is not necessarily one of my favorites.
No.
It's definitely not up there. My favorite crossover genre is space western, followed close by space rockabilly, which is like when you get like the greasers in space. So like rockabilly is like Grease, you know, like John Travolta in Grease. Yeah. And if you've ever seen space rockabilly, it's fun. There's a couple.
I've never seen space rockabilly.
Oh, we watched a movie called Red Line the other night on the other Monday, and it's phenomenal. It's just excessive. This guy is like racing a 1980s Firebird, like a Pontiac Firebird, I think. No, it was a Pontiac Trans Am in a space race across the planet.
That's much better.
Against aliens. Like it's got like 30,000 horsepower, and it's just like a modified 1980s Pontiac Trans Am in a space race against aliens where they're all like shooting rockets and like killing each other, and he's just got a big pompadour on and his leather jacket, and he's like,
that's amazing.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's a phenomenal genre.
I might have to watch that now.
You definitely should. Yeah, and there's also a great anime show that you can watch called Oh my god, I'm gonna forget it. Space Dandy. Yeah. So Redline is the movie, which is excellent. Space Dandy is the TV series, which is good. Okay. And if anybody has any other suggestions for videos or things, series that I can watch, movies in that genre, please send them to me because they're so hard to find and they're so amazing. Sweet JP is the man. That is correct. Yeah, the main character in Redline is known as Sweet JP.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
I like that name.
He's a phenomenal dude. So do I. In terms of names we like, that one's topping my list right now.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
Shadow's going on a bit of a lurk. All right. Post-apocalyptic is my favorite, but no LARPs exist in it at the moment. Yeah, post-apocalyptic is okay, but I feel like it gets overdone a lot and ends up being a lot of zombie post-apocalyptic, which is not what I always want to see.
Yeah.
Like, I like Fallout post-apocalyptic. What just happened? Raul H22 has followed. Well, thank you, Raul. I think I said that right the second time. Yeah, I'm gonna show you a picture of Redline. Cause like this is gonna be the look. It's just so fantastic. I don't know how to describe it other than that it's like it's so animated in just an excessive over the top way where everything is just so extra than it needs to be, and it's just, it doesn't take itself too seriously, and it's just funny and lovely. But here, this is a, oh, okay, no, that's not what I thought it was. I'm failing.
Oh boy.
Yeah, but well, I have failed. Here we go. Here's a touching moment between the protagonist and the lady of the show. His female love there. Look at them, squished into a one-seat hypercar together. Yeah,
I need to watch this.
yeah, it's good. It's good. There's more here. Like, it's just, oh, look at this, the romance here.
Oh my God.
Look at this.
I like her hair.
I know, right? It's got that watermelon thing going.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
Her name is.
I found it.
Did you? Amazing. Sorry. Yes. Her name is Sonoshi McLaren.
Ooh.
Which is a fancy name.
That's an alright name. I'm okay with it.
It's not as good as Sweet JP. Let's be honest with ourselves.
It is
here.
not. No.
The hair is just impossible. That is true. I have always wondered how people manage to pull off like the pompadour in real life. Like, I'm gonna look it up. Real life pompadour.
I sent it to your messenger.
Amazing. So, like, if you want, should I get a pompadour? You know what?
Yes.
I'm gonna do a stream challenge, and if you get enough points, I think I actually have enough hair where I could pull off a pompadour if I wanted to.
Totally could.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that is a pomp.
Right? But like, we got modern pomps are actually a thing.
Yeah. Well,
I think this guy's doing a good job of it, if I'm honest. He's looking clean. I think I could actually do this tomorrow if I wanted.
Probably.
I think I actually have enough hair. I just need to get the volume.
just
need to hose myself down, and oh my God.
Wow.
People are really trying it, you know? This is disgusting. I hate everything about this. That looks like insects live in it. I don't think that's good.
No, that's not good.
None of these ones are. This guy actually is probably doing it the most successfully without it looking horrendous.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Ugh, I really hate that one.
It's gross.
It's not good. It's awful.
Oh, look at that. There's Sweet JP right there.
Oh boy.
All right. So Cruickshank has Shanks. I gotta really call you Shanks more often. Just gotta
Shanks,
get it in my hand. Yeah, I gotta. Shanks has presumably sent me this on what? Discord? Where'd it go?
No, I went to your messenger.
Oh, the Facebook.
My Discord is all funky, so I'm not gonna.
That's fair.
Shanky. Exactly.
That is fair.
That's what Bloodblade calls me all the time.
He does. It's true. I've heard him.
In real life, too.
Okay, so prepare yourselves because Shanks and I look super fit, and the angry tiny one just makes up for it with anger. And
it's amazing.
Yeah.
My head doesn't look great, but the rest of it's fine.
We look physically strong, while the middle character looks like they could potentially kill you with psychic powers in a second. Yeah. So here we are.
Oh, 100%.
This is us looking fit for the newspaper covers together.
Yeah.
I know. I don't think I've got that. Arm mass right now.
You look insanely jacked.
I know.
What is this? Get out. You said we both look jacked, and I'm like, no. If you look jacked.
No. We're actually like right now, I think you might be bigger than I was here.
Right now?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think
I'm not flexing again. So.
No, I've seen you flex, and I'm like, you've been doing work, and it's showing. Because even this picture of you right now looks smaller and less fit than you currently are. Like, I wouldn't say small. You look more defined now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've definitely got more definition going on, and it's like when you do are doing your workouts and stuff, you're like, damn, I can see muscles, individual ones. I think a new follow just came up. XL11RS. Thank you for the follow. Do appreciate it. Us having it. We should just apparently do chats all the time because people are loving this. I remember seeing that photo on my timeline way back when I used the F word website more. Ah, yes. I tried quitting Facebook for a while, and it was amazing. And then work made me have it again. Can you believe that? Work made me have a social network. I know. They're like, well, we all use Facebook to communicate. So if you could just Facebook, that would be great. And it's not the greatest. I'll be honest with you. No. Apparently they've done studies, and social media I think technology use, they said, doesn't, or maybe it was specifically cell phones, isn't harmful to people as they grow up, but I don't know. Oh. I disagree.
A little bit.
I feel like social media has time and time again been studied and proven to be very dramatically negative for your mental health and well-being.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. I know. I've read studies on Facebook specifically in terms of people have done there was one instance quoted, for example, where there was this woman who used to be I think it was like a porn star in the 70s or something, and had all of these followers and fans that tried to obviously get to know her and just showered her in attention and things, but ultimately she ended up dying alone in her home, and nobody found out for I think it was months or something when someone was reported her missing, and she was basically mummified in her home at her desk or something, messed up, because her only form of interaction with people had become through online social networks, and she had been disconnected from any real people in her life for who knows how long, as she basically hung on as best she could. Yeah. Shadow435 says, I quit Facebook last year and it's good. I 100% agree. I do. Mm-hmm. There are aspects of Facebook I wish I could keep, and others I wish I could get rid of. It reminds me of a time where I used to just have the messenger part, and that was fine because you could contact people you liked, but
yes,
I find everything I see on Facebook tends to annoy me.
Yeah. No, I got that from your this week's past posts. I was like, oh, someone's feeling feisty this week.
You know what? It's funny. So you're talking about the Beltane things, which you know what? Here, in case nobody knows, let's throw this up here so we can all see it and you can all make your judgments as you see fit. But there. So this is the post in question. I came home and I drew this by hand. I literally was like passionately like excited.
Drew that?
I drew this, yeah. Yeah, you can tell because my signature is right down here on the collar. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Thing. Yeah. So I drew that.
Cool.
I literally drew this meme. But at the start of this week, everyone on Facebook specifically and Instagram was also a contributing factor to this, but everyone was just like, Beltane. And they're just like, oh, Beltane. And I'm like, no one has ever said this word before in my life. And now everybody is saying this word in my life. And like, what is the deal with this thing? And so I came home because I thought it was funny that like to me, I chalked it out to like, this is some COVID trend stuff. Like, this is like, what are we in, May? What month is this? May? I was like,
yeah.
This is the May COVID 2021. Let's all learn to bake bread. Like, right. You know, I'm like, okay. First it was bed breaking. That's a whole different activity.
What?
That's a whole other activity. First it was bread baking, and then, you know, people were into like all kinds of just, I don't know. There's been trends.
Sea shanties was big.
Sea shanties was big over like the Christmas time, and like I don't think people understand that I illustrate and sell memes, and a lot of that gets sold based on like satirical comedy, where you take something that is popular and make fun of it, which I enjoy doing. I do. I like it. Yep. It's some would say a personality flaw. Others might say it's a personality trait that sparks conversation. For anyone who needs to know, my Myers-Briggs profile is ENTP, also known as the debater. I take joy in sparking arguments for no reason other than to argue with you. Yeah, and mostly that's how I understand how passionate you are about a subject and wanting to prove your point. So I'm like, okay, yeah, you're invested in this. The argument is yours. I don't actually believe in 90% of the things I argue about. I just want to see how badly you believe in what you believe.
Right.
So I will just...
Have we ever argued?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't think you've ever tested me before.
I think the closest thing we would have ever gotten to an argument would have been about Captain America.
That's probably on the last stream too.
I think it comes up like, we know where we stand on this, and like I also think we don't care. That was the other point that I made up. Yes. So with that, a lot of people, Freakface is like, I want to be argued with. Exploding Seagulls all upset that they've never argued. We can have debates on stream. Like, we can do special guest host things and just like pick a topic and talk about it, because I love that. But so many people reached out to me very angrily about that. They were upset. They're like, I know. They're like, what if this is my belief system? I'm like, I make fun of Christmas. I legitimately hate it as a holiday. Like, I do not care how you feel about this. And it's not that you're not allowed to feel that way. And if you take joy out of it, by all means, take joy out of it. Do the things that make you happy in life. But the thing that makes me happy in life is pointing out the fact that suddenly everybody is like a Beltane follower in the same day on the same year. And it's just like, you know, it's the hot shit. I'm like, what's next? It's July. Pogs coming back? We all gonna be into Pogs?
I just found my old Pogs.
What was that skip rope thing that you did? Do you remember? Like, what was it? Skip it? Yeah. And like, it's like, but that's the thing, is like, it's not the holiday or what it even represents that's funny to me. It's the fact that everyone's like, no, I've always loved Beltane. I'm like, you have not always loved Beltane. Never before have I seen anyone even mention Beltane, and now it's everywhere. But like, you know, that's the thing. And I said this to someone because they were like, aren't like how would you feel if people thought that you were an asshole for this? And I'm like, I am regularly an asshole. Like, I feel nothing. Like, I don't. But the thing is, like,
Oh dear.
this is where I think the problem comes in, is that we all take ourselves too seriously. How am I at 40 viewers right now?
Yeah, that is crazy. I was
When
just
did
looking at
that
that and I was like, oh god.
We haven't been rated.
Why?
Who are all you people? Hello, Tune.
Oh no.
Seagull knows what I'm on. Consume current trend. By the way, Tune, Pog never went out of style. I'm glad. I was about to tell you. Where did this come from? Okay, we need to do this regularly. This is becoming our thing.
This is crazy. I'm fine with it. I love it.
For anyone viewing me, please, Cruickshankfit, right here. Pew. Fantastic person, also streams, and we alternate these streams back and forth. So if you're feeling like giving me a follow for this kind of content, give her a follow as well, because next week's going to be on her channel. This is how you get to partner. Oh my god. Yeah, you and me, we just have to do a talk show. We're going to be talk show.
All right, let's do it. That's fine.
I'm fine with it. I'm in.
I am totally on board.
Yep. Yes. So I hate going into gaming servers and trying to play games with people. All a bunch of copy-paste drones. Makes me upset. That's true. 49. I only see 40 right now, but I'm excited for it to update. I don't know what happened to Coco. Cruickshank Shanks and I are just very fit. You know, we're like,
I mean,
gun show. I'm wearing two like loose layers. It's not gonna look good. Anyways,
I'm trying to keep my arms down now.
just like don't show them to the people.
Don't look at them.
Okay, so but that's the thing that I wanted to say is like, I don't understand. This is why people in life have so many problems, I think, is because we're all so sensitive. I'm going to say it. We're sensitive to things that affect us, and we take it too personally. I'm like, people in life are going to have different opinions than you, and they're going to have different views, and you're not going to be able to agree with everyone, and that's just the facts. And it's okay 100%. If you're different, because you're not fucking good at everything. And sometimes we need people who aren't like us to do the shit we can't do. Like, you make a good point. Right? Like, I need people who have shitty personalities and are willing to go in every day into horrible jobs and just mindlessly plow their way through them because they are essential, and I could never in my life accomplish anything in that role. And if everybody in the world was like me, it would be a shitty world to live in, because we'd all just be assholes.
We wouldn't survive.
No, we wouldn't. We wouldn't. I'd be out there peeing on the crops to water them. Not because I think they should be watered with pee, but just because I know there's another guy like me out there who's going to eat them, and he deserves to eat a pea crop every once in a while.
Pea crops, gross.
Like, I've fully accepted that I think servers have spit in my food at times, and I've just eaten it. I'm just like, that was a bad interaction with the waiter. This probably has something awful in it now.
I've worked in the kitchen before. I've seen it happen.
Me too. You just have to realize not everyone's going to like you. It's going to be okay. But, what are we at? 54. Wow.
Oh my God.
Is that a thing?
I feel like it can't be.
It's all bots. These are all the haters. I pulled up the Beltane thing, it shot up through the roof. They're like, yes, he's the one.
We're in.
It's either that or it's the other side where it's like, we also recognize that Beltane was very popular for a day. Outside of work, I just stopped caring. Rather be authentic and let others sort it out. And you know what? That's a good point. Somebody did bring up the point that, like, it's not always okay to be yourself and different than everyone else, because some people in the world are, like, serial killers.
Yes.
But we should still encourage people to be themselves so we can identify these people and put them in... Like, you know what? I listened to a guy on stream the other day and he encouraged me to be myself, and I think I'm just going to get out there and start killing people. They're like, thanks for letting me know, Chad. Give me 1 second. I got to make a quick phone call. I'll be right back with you, man. We can talk all about it for at least half an hour until some guests I have coming arrive. P.S. I've got this great new 3D virtual reality thing I'm going to strap you into. Do the straps feel a bit tight? Okay, good. Thank you. Yeah, you are strapped to a chair. That is true. Those sirens you're hearing are just in the game. Like, oh, yes, I get it.
Yeah.
Like, Lola, like, don't be, You should be yourself to the point where it doesn't traumatically affect other people in a negative way.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Immerse me in running from the law simulator. You just put on GTA. Yeah. You got a 5-star wanted rating. Whoa, so realistic. It even feels like you're being thrown in a police car. Wow. So that's a thing.
No, I agree.
I know. I was feeling spicy though earlier this week.
I was watching interactions happen and I was like, oh boy, oh dear.
But you know what the positive was? And this is the part that I thought was so fucking funny about this, was that like, I haven't heard from these people in like a year or more.
Yep.
And I'm like, this is what it took for you to say hello, was it? You're not encouraging me to stop.
This isn't helping, guys.
If the only thing you respond to is shit that pisses you off, A, I'll keep that in mind, and B, I'll be doing it again.
Many, many times.
I'm like, oh, thanks for showing up and saying hello. It's been a year. Do we still know each other to the point where I care about your opinion? I don't really know.
Yeah.
But you know what? Now that you've come out, maybe I'll reconsider that.
Hello.
This is amazing. It's unfortunate that COVID has done this to us. And I do acknowledge that some people are just bad at reaching out and online interactions. And like, I acknowledge that I'm one of those people myself.
Yeah.
I think if it's a one-way street and you're like reaching out to people and they aren't replying to you, that's like, that's a separate issue. Whereas if you both just mutually like separated and then like one day you decide to message a person who you've lost contact with and they get back to you and you have a conversation, that's fine.
Yeah.
But what happens when you've spent 8 months messaging a person and they leave your messages on read and you're just like, so I know you know that I've been messaging you and it's been 8 months and I was willing to give you the benefit of the doubt that you were having a rough time, but if after 8 months of rough time you choose to still not talk to me, I'm taking that as like, this is our new norm.
Yep.
And you do not want to be in my life in this norm. So are we still friends? Doesn't seem like it. I don't know.
No.
That's weird. It's a weird time.
Yeah.
Shadow's like, I deleted like 80% of my contacts. You know what, Shadow, though? I'm really glad that, like, we found things in common that we can get together and play games with and reconnect. Because I actually think we have a better relationship right now than we have ever had, which is kind of a neat thing. It's weird how some people just come out of the woodwork and it's like, look, even Shanks and I right now, this is more conversation than we would normally typically have. And I think it's because I've weeded out a bunch of the shittier people in life. And that's something, you just gotta weed your garden, people. Weed your garden.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. But I really do think, like, you have to set boundaries for yourself.
Absolutely.
And,
hello, Tibor. Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream.
Oh my god.
Loving this.
That's great.
Sorry, you were saying we...
Oh, we talk. We've always talked off and on.
Yeah. Shanks has typically been my mental health support. Like, it starts off with a physical fitness conversation, but then it always devolves into you know what, maybe you just need to talk about the way you're feeling right now.
Maybe we should chat about something else. I don't know.
Let's address the root of the problem versus the symptoms. Yeah. That's the thing. I always seek...
Which is okay, because you reciprocated back. Like, I feel like I can talk to you. So
Oh, Tipor is this Spanish? Nicoco, I need help. Translate.
Oh.
Tu apareci no de férias como ex mano tu y brabo de mes. Vai jogar CS 1.6 com. Oh, well. Nicoco, translate. Nicoco is my universal translator. She's like, what? Who adds friends on Discord anyways? There's so many people that I play games with regularly that I don't have on my friends list on games. Like I was playing games with Synapse for months, and then we realized last month, after playing like 2 or 3 games together at this point, that we still weren't on each other's friend list, and we're just mutually adding through other people and joining their games.
Oh my god.
I do not speak Portuguese. This is true. It is unfortunate. Or I am not Portuguese. I'm not sure what fala means, but if I was Portuguese, I feel like I would have an excellent accent. And it's just not coming through right now.
It would be really lovely. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I applied to a job today, which is exciting.
You were saying.
I know. I feel like I owe you an explanation for why we were so Shanks and I were going to do like a pre-stream setup thing, and you know, bless her heart, she left her camera on and connected while she did other things because I just stopped responding at one point in time. And the reason for this was I had a job application that I was sent out. So a friend of mine on Facebook reached out and said, hey, I think you'd be good for this job. And it's some kind of customer experience like coordinator thing with this brand that sells, it's an anti-odorant. Not a deodorant, but it works to balance like the pH balance in the chemicals in your pores. To produce a pleasant scent working with your body chemistry versus just clogging your pores and preventing you from sweating out your armpits, which is what a deodorant does. So I'm trying to do more voiceover work, and the nice part is a friend of mine, his name is Jurgen, he's amazing, has hooked me up with my first voiceover job, and we were talking about how I could expand that as like a business. And he said what I should do is find small startup companies on Instagram who have like products that they're promoting and just do like a quick 15-second like explainer video of their product and tag them in it. So this friend of mine sent me this company that was hiring for this position, and I checked out their product and I was like, oh my god, they've got this cool anti-odorant, and I'm looking at it. Oh, Tipor's chatting in English. Hello.
Oh, hey.
You said forget all girls dude, 10-shirt attacker. I'm chatting in English. Welcome. You was in vacation with X? I was in vacation with X.
Are you Phoenix Forget?
Oh, I am not Phoenix Forget. I don't think. And I have... This is interesting. I don't think I've ever gone on vacation with an ex. All of my vacations are spent alone. Even when I'm dating people, we don't go on vacation together. Oh no, I did go on one vacation to Barbados with my long-term ex-girlfriend, and we broke up shortly after. Yeah, it was a thing. But I feel like they are trolling. Hey, it might be a thing. It might be trolling. Who knows? Sometimes trolls exist. They're very popular in Norway. Do. There's many kinds. I encourage you to check out the cultural history around trolls. It's
fascinating.
Yeah, if you'd like a good movie to watch in Norwegian about trolls, I suggest Troll. Yeah, it's a good movie. If you want a really terrible movie about, I think it's trolls. Oh my god, hold up. I'm getting off track now, but what was the movie? There's a terrible movie that is now a cult classic. What was this movie? What is the movie? I think it's actually called Trolls 2, which is really weird because it's not like the sequel to anything.
Oh.
Is it? Yes,
Thank you,
yes,
Coco.
it is. I believe it is called Trolls 2. Okay, I feel like this. Yeah, this is what I gave them the warning. Okay, well, thank you, Nikoko. I appreciate it. So, if you want to watch a movie seemingly about trolls, but that is not about trolls at all, watch Troll 2. It's a 1990 horror film, and it is absolutely. It is just a ride. It is bad. It is real bad. There's not
a sequel.
It's not a sequel to anything. It's called Troll 2, and it doesn't have trolls in it. And it's not about trolling of any kind. It was made before the term trolling existed, so they're not just like trolling you with the title.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
There's a 1986 movie called Troll, and it is about a troll.
Yes, and Troll 2 I think might be the sequel to that because it was in 1990, but it has no connection to
Nothing.
Troll at all.
That's so weird.
I know. It is a cult classic because it is so bad. Like they actually did like a documentary series where they interviewed the actors and where they're at now and their experience of like working on Troll 2. It's very it's strange.
Wow.
I forget what we were talking about before that happened.
Your job.
Oh yeah, so I was trying to build out this voiceover thing, so I did this 15-second little explainer video of their anti-odorant product and sent it and tagged them in it, and then they contacted me back and encouraged me to apply for the role, and they said they were looking forward to my application. And so today, the closing date was today before end of day, and I didn't know if they meant end of day like 5 p.m. or like end of day like the day has ended, it's 11:59 kind of thing. So
Right.
I was just rushing to get it in before 5, just in case, just to see what comes of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a
so
20-hour
exciting.
week, work from home kind of position to help with brand development. I'm like, that sounds like the right amount of work for me right now. So, yeah.
That's really cool.
Strummer Man, have you ever seen The Adventures of Thunderstorm, The Return of Thor? I have not ever seen that.
That sounds really cool.
It sounds cool. This is the problem. It sounds cool. It's coming from Exploding Seagull. We just introduced him to
Okay.
Troll 2, and I'm assuming it
Yeah.
is way worse than we would hope for it to be. Lowest budget and most terrible superhero ever. It's terrible. My God, please.
Well, now I want to see it.
Please link that, Seagull, before you
Yeah.
go, and Dungeon Master, please put the title in the Discord, and we might have to do a special double feature movie night, because now I need to see it. I actually love watching horrible movies. Like the original
It's fun.
Godzilla movies are some of my favorite movies, and you just watch them knowing a man is in a dinosaur suit stomping on model buildings.
Yeah. Oh, it's on YouTube. Yeah.
Well, it's on YouTube. Okay, post the link in the Discord if you can, because I think I've got to watch it. All right, I have officially forgotten any kind of track that we were on. We were
You're
originally
talking
talking.
about. I told you what I thought about success.
Yes, you did, and then we went on a tangent
I
for
did.
another half hour.
We did.
And I think you're right
Well,
though
that's
about success being like something that, as long as you're going out every day and just giving it your best to accomplish some goal that you've set for yourself. And I think that that's one of the things that, like, how would you guys define? Yes, exactly. How would we define success? So Shanks, if you weren't here for it earlier, Nikoko, Shanks was saying that, you know, success to Shanks is going out every day, and it doesn't matter if it's like taking a step or whatever, but setting a goal for yourself, showing up every day and just trying to accomplish that one thing or whatever it would be. For me, I think I of course I have to be a pain in the ass. I like to define things by what they're not. And I don't think success is something that you should. This is my problem with like trainers and things initially, like professionally, is that if a trainer tries to set goals for you as opposed to with you, you are not going to be likely to succeed at them because those goals aren't your own. And that's something that, like, through studying and everything, I have learned about time and time again as a person who is, you know, soon to be graduating with a certification to be a recreational therapist. The goals that I would set with clients have to be intrinsically rewarding to them. And intrinsic means they derive meaning and success from the activity itself versus like I'm tempting you with like cookies to participate. It's like you are doing it and want to be there because you want to be there for what you get out of participating. And in my mind, success is very closely linked to that, in that it's something that you have defined for yourself. So when I'm looking at, say, this workout competition that we were at, it's like, in theory, it's a social activity that I'm engaging in with friends, and that's what interested me in the first place, is that there was going to be some friendly competition, and I know that's something that I like, and I know that, you know, it's nice if we have the support of that kind of group activity. But when it became apparent that everyone was sort of participating on their own time, check-ins with the group were like once every 2 weeks kind of thing, there wasn't a lot of motivation to get me through the week. And when I was performing the activity myself, initially I was sort of excited, like, oh my god, I went from like doing 3 push-ups to doing like, you know, 33. But yeah, I'm doing them by myself. And once I kind of got back up to that level, and I can still do 33, like my max reps is not what it was then, but, you know, at that point in time, I was like, oh, this is good enough for me. Like, I'm happy with this. And so in my mind, like, the goal didn't become like, I need to win this competition anymore, because the other people participating in it weren't actively engaging with me throughout the competition. So it didn't feel like a group activity, and I wasn't getting that social engagement that I was looking forward to. But I was just sort of working on my own and would post my scores. And like, there's a huge reason why I'm not a 99% student versus why I like to win competitions. And that's because I honestly don't care what people do up to the time we submit our marks, and I don't care what my grades are as long as I pass if I never see the other competitors. But if we're actively participating in something together, yeah, I want to win. Yeah. If I see someone pushing as hard as they can possibly go to beat me, I just push harder because I want to give them that race. Extra. Yeah. I want to know at the end of it, when one of us falls down and we're all just like completely gasping for air and totally gassed, that, you know, we both tried our hardest, and it was because of each other and that relationship we built that we were able to exceed our expectations, versus like just running a time trial on your own. So it does help. Nikoko says, let's do a Zoom workout session. We could try it. I just don't have a lot of stuff to work out with here, which was the other problem. And I hate bands. I don't like them.
I don't like it.
I want to lift heavy things with quantifiable numbers on them. Yeah. I know. Trust me, I look at that every day and I'm like, why don't I have that? You should see my Amazon wish list. It's like bars and things. I've been trying to think about how I can covertly construct parallel bars in the backyard without Bloodblade noticing until they're just there.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. You could go over his head. It'd be fine.
I feel like parallel bars are underrated. Like, you can do a lot with parallel bars.
They're great.
I love them. Yeah. I think they're fantastic.
They're a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's a good thing. It's just that I don't think I have particular goals. My struggle with success is that I know they are related to a goal, but you don't have particular goals. Yeah, see, that's the trouble. And, you know, we were talking with Psycho Rabbit a couple weeks back, because they were talking about having issues just feeling motivated and like getting out of bed and doing the day-to-day things. And one of the activities we went through was trying to refine their goals for life down to like 5 main goals, which is a technique that I always say Richard Branson, but it's definitely Warren Buffett. That Warren Buffett uses for success is like, oftentimes, and this is a problem that I have particularly, so this method is something I like to promote to people, is that I want to do everything. I do.
Right. Yep.
my friends know that the best way to motivate me to do something is to tell me I can't do it, because then I will go and do it. And if it kills me, so be it. I will do it, and I will walk back to them with a spike through my chest, bleeding profusely, and just give them the middle finger, spit blood on the ground, and die at their feet.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. But that's the thing. It's like, you say you want to do all the things too, but you have to look at whether or not there are things that you want to do more in life. And I think Shanks is like a good example of this, and the amount of dedication and time that you put into like doing your fitness routines and your workouts and things like that, and how to balance that. Versus like my method of like, ooh, that looks fun, let's go do it. And then I do it, and it distracts me from pursuing a more meaningful goal that allows me to achieve sort of more significant outcomes. Because it's that mastery thing. You got to put 10,000 hours into becoming a master at something. And if you're putting, this is the same way that investing in the stock market goes if you're a person who doesn't have a lot of money. If you're like, ooh, I've been told my whole life I need a diversified stock portfolio. I have $1,000. I'm going to invest it in 15 different companies. Those stocks will never amount to anything important. Ever. I did this the first time I invested. I picked like 10 companies, invested in them. I was reading a book. I had 1/10 of the money that the guy was using to invest in 10 companies with. And I was so like, it'll work out. 7 years later, nothing. Just like minimal growth, some loss, and it was just like garbage. Now, you know, sadly, because I'm not a rich person, I throw all my eggs in one basket, and I'm like, bam, let's put 10 grand into one stock. But the returns on that have been significant, and that's how you have to kind of pursue succeeding at your goals.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
That's a good metaphor, I guess.
I just live with metaphors.
You really do. You pulled out a few tonight.
I describe everything in life using other things, because I want to be relatable. I want to give people like things that they might have ever done that they can compare to this and see like, oh yeah, that is how that works. Which is, I mean,
it's a good way to bring people into a conversation, right?
Yeah, unless nobody understands your metaphor because they're, 2000s babies and they never watched the Smoggies growing up.
Oh, I love the Smoggies.
Do you realize how much like environmental propaganda occurred in 90s children's cartoons? And like, I'm an environmentalist, but if I look back, oh my God, it was like Captain Planet, the Smoggies, and the Sun Tots. Like, I don't know, it's just so many like very like pollution minded, like, we're killing the world. You need to do your part thing.
Yeah. Stop this now.
I'm gonna catch up with Chad here a little bit here.
Yeah, definitely.
So I just do the things, and they don't always have that accomplishment feeling because I never saw the thing as a goal. Well, see, you got to refine your goals list. You need to sit down, Nikoko, and you need to write yourself out a list of what your goals in life are. And then you can start linking them together to see what your like short-term goals are, the medium-term ones, and the long-term, and how they connect to each other. And if you find outliers that don't connect to anything, you got to start removing those so that you can focus on the stuff that gets you to those more important, large, like overarching goals in your life. It's like me. I've committed myself to finishing fucking school. It
finally
kills me every single day that I have to spend 8 hours, 40 hours a week, just drudging away at something that I feel very capable of doing already.
Yeah.
For no pay, but you know what? It's going to get out of the way, and it's going to be one less thing that sits in my mind and bothers me and distracts me from accomplishing those goals that I've defined as more important.
Yeah.
So if I don't have particular goals like Nikoko and I want to do things like Phoenix, what happens? Then you become very distracted in life and you start doing all sorts of shit. And at first it seems really great, because you're like, wow, I'm having all these experiences. But later in life, if you don't manage to narrow those things down, you feel like you have accomplished nothing while other people have accomplished something because they have been directed. Unless you can either A, come to terms with that and just be like, I'm okay with being the person who, you know, makes $20 an hour and isn't really great at one thing but is pretty good at many things and has like a number of side jobs or whatever to make ends meet. Or you put in the work to figure out what your distractions are and start really intentionally exploring all of those things you enjoy and finding out which ones you actually want to pursue for the long term. Any thoughts on that, Shanks?
Oh my god. Well,
I need
you're very
drinks.
eloquent.
Am I? Oh my god! Oh, I just poured tea all over my crotch. I gotta show people. Look at, I peed myself.
Wow. Oh no.
You're very eloquent.
I'm gonna just reverse that. Oh god. I spoke too soon. Jesus.
Okay,
Oh,
I'm on
God.
break. The show is Shanks now.
Yeah.
She can teach you about.
Oh no, this is terrible. What do you want me to go lift?
Show us what
I'll
success
go lift
looks like.
something.
Just rip the bars right off the wall.
Yeah, just take them right off.
Lift the floor, Shanks.
Yeah, I can. It's just foam.
Oh,
Just saying.
don't give us your magician's tricks.
Sorry, I'll go lift the floor.
Yeah.
Super impressive.
I have peed myself. I think that calls
You
for
have.
the coveted golden oof.
Big oops, yeah.
There it is.
Yep.
There it is. The golden oof.
Well done.
Tier 3 subscriber reward. You get a golden
Ooh.
oof stone. I know.
I like it.
Wow. I was intending to drink that tea. But you know how
Yeah.
we spoke about this earlier is that I just absorb things through osmosis of the skin.
Yeah.
It's my chance to really prove myself.
Let's see it.
It's happening now. Oh my god, Nikoko has used 5 bits to cheer.
Oh.
Well, I'm glad that my
Yay.
tea spillage could be worth a small amount of money to replace the tea later on. Thank you, Nikoko, for your continued support through these antics.
Oh boy.
What do you think was a moment in life that really defined success for you? Like when you were like, I nailed it.
I don't know that I've had that moment.
Are you sure?
Do you think I have?
I
Is there a
feel
moment
like
that I'm
you
missing?
must have at some point.
That I've really nailed it.
Well, from our discussions in about your life in general and the things that I've kind of learned about you is that you came from a place where you were struggling a little bit and you really like sort of threw yourself at an activity and were like, I'm committing to making a better life for myself. And now, you know, I feel like you've come a long way from that goal. So maybe that's a good question is, given that you've done so much and come so far, do you at this point feel like you have succeeded?
That's really tough. I feel like I've succeeded in defeating the demons that you're talking about.
I love that you have just like self-described yourself as a demon slayer.
I am. You call me Buffy.
She only slayed vampires. Demon Slayer's like next level. Buffy looks up to you.
I mean, that's fair.
Also,
Not
Sarah
fair,
Michelle Gellar.
Obviously. Shout out.
Yeah.
If you're watching.
Sarah
hey.
Michelle Gellar, if you're watching right now, like big fans. Buffy defined my childhood.
It really did.
Yeah.
That's not a lie.
My favorite episode was when Spike came by to reject you as a person.
Wow.
When it was just like, I'm done with your shit.
Yeah, no.
It's
I'm over it.
BS.
Get out.
Yeah, best episode of the entire show. Anyways, yeah,
Spike's
back
a
to
great
the...
character.
I love Spike.
Oh, God.
He's such a fantastic
I
character. If
really-
you haven't watched Buffy the Vampire Slayer and you don't know what that is, go watch it. If you're like, nah, I don't want it, fuck you.
Do it anyways.
You're an idiot and you don't know what culture is.
God. Idiot. That's a good way to get more viewers right there.
Yeah. I think I lost 3 swearing at them.
Yeah.
Sensitive folk.
Oh, we did talk about that too. Yeah, you've been very spicy all week.
Very opinionated today, I see. It's spring is in the air, motherfuckers. My energy's coming back. The sunlight's coming out. Get ready for a whole new Phoenix. This is the rebirth cycle. The fire in the sky allows me to be reborn into this energetic monster.
I'm excited for our workout stream now.
I'm excited to put tequila in the next cup because I've run out of tea.
Oh, good lord.
Do you hear fun facts about tequila? It is apparently the only alcohol that is not a depressant.
I could see that.
Yeah, so
I've had tequila once in my life.
literally
It will never
tequila make you
happen
feel
again.
happy. You've had it
I
once
was
in
happy.
your life. How did that go?
My clothes ended up in a pine tree.
Honestly, though, I miss the days where my clothes ended up places they shouldn't. I once woke up naked in a bathtub and we never found my clothes.
Wow. You know, I never found the top to my outfit.
This is exciting. Which is weird because I generally view you as a person who is usually fairly well dressed. You know? So for you to throw your clothes in a tree would have been like a significant loss. There would have been superhero shirts that would have never been returned.
Oh, no. This was not. No. Not superhero shirts.
Okay.
I lived a very different life when I was in college.
I had a year. Did you have a year? Mm-hmm. I had a year
1
where
year,
I was
yeah.
literally the lowest version of myself I've ever been.
Yes.
I was just like,
Yeah.
fuck this. I don't care what anyone thinks of me anymore. I'm just going to have fun.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Really don't. It's not worth it.
Just don't.
Yeah. Yeah. Big regrets.
If you think college is a place where you're going to make lifelong connections with many people, you aren't. There are a lot of shitty people who just want to make short-term, one-night connections with you.
Yeah.
And steal your shit.
Yep.
And if you're lucky, you come out with 1 to 3 good friends that you keep forever.
Maybe.
My one friend from college, literally, I have one remaining friend from college who is legitimately my best friend, now lives in San Francisco. And you know what? As much as I hated that degree and everything to do with it, it is the only thing, the only good thing to come out of that entire 4-year experience.
Oh. Yeah.
Shadow's like, I never care.
I never.
I am immune to feelings of emotion.
I like it. Sometimes.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
I have one friend that I still have like maintained a friendship with from college, and that's it.
That's good.
Yeah.
Glad we each got one.
Yeah.
Otherwise, that whole thing would
We
just
came
be
out
a
of it with
wash.
one thing.
Yeah, one thing.
Yeah. Oh God.
And if that, if there's a lesson to take away from that, out of 4 years of shit, spending money, attempting to learn something that ultimately I didn't care about, the people aspect was the most important part to me. And you should keep that in mind throughout your life, because there's going to be many distractions in life that try and lure you away from good people. And I have succumbed to this many times because I have an innate need to be useful and valuable. And sometimes that doesn't translate to real life in healthy ways. Like, if I feel like I'm not contributing as much to a relationship because I earn less, I will be inclined to seek out new jobs and positions, which may take me away from the relationships with people so that I can earn more and become more valuable, thus damaging relationships. So,
Yep.
find yourself a balance, people. Nakoko said she never had a year like that. It, right?
Oh, well, that's okay.
Yeah, it's good for you, Nakoko.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Did you already start drinking the tequila? Things have already gotten spicier. No, I just threw tea on my crotch and that's it. Gave myself a little surprise shower.
Oh. It
Can I
probably
call
wasn't hot though.
Used to be matcha tea. Now it's crotcha tea. Ah.
No.
Dad jokes. Okay. Shanks. This has been the question of the week for everybody.
Okay.
Question of the week for everybody. Worst date ever.
I hate this question. This is so.
You can think about it. To be honest, after graduating, I felt really bad because I started to experience all the things everybody already knew, like parties and so. I mean, but you didn't have the awkward mornings.
I mean, you're assuming that. I don't know. We don't know.
Here, while you're thinking about it, I'll tell you about a terrible, not necessarily a date, but terrible party experience that I had once where I definitely drank too much. Keg stands happened for sure. I was thinking, I used to actually be, I had a skill in college. I'm really good at chugging beer. Like I can crush a beer very fast. I could do a pitcher in 6 seconds at one point in time.
Oh my God.
Yeah. It was intense. And so after a night of drinking, there was a girl who was like, "Hey, you should come back to my place with me. I'll show you some cool stuff." That was a terrible voice. Hi, everybody. My name is FnxAu Gold, and I would like to be a voice actor. Here's my impression of a college female. Hello, I'm a lady, and I'd like to go home with you.
To be fair, I've met some people that sound like that in college.
Probably at that time of night she did. She's just like screaming at the top of her lungs. She's like, "Hi, I can barely talk anymore. Would you like to go home with me?" And, yeah, Granny, that you? You got it, Shadow. Maybe she was. I was in a state. Could have been like an elderly woman. She came up from the noodle place downstairs.
Oh, God.
This place was actually over top of like a Vietnamese noodle shop. But
that's dangerous.
It was. That we loved having parties there because we were like, it's noodle time.
Yeah.
It's noodle time. Anyways, girl lures me back to her place. I am very drunk. And I'm like, this is great. This is what college is supposed to be about. I had just broken up with a long-term girlfriend at that point. I was like, look at me. I'm a hot commodity. And she takes me back to this. That's right. I view myself as to how attractive I am on a buy and sell market.
Cool.
Yeah. Hey. I've got a 4.5-star review on Amazon. But anyways, she gets me back to her place, and I am taken into this basement apartment. I walk in immediately. There's a smell. Immediately, there's a smell, and it smells like a pet store, like the kind with fish. And I'm like. It's fine to go into pet stores, I guess. Actually, it's really not. A lot of pet stores have bad practices, but you go into a pet store and there's that animals are everywhere smell. And so I walk into this place and it's in the basement. It's dark, but there's this glow happening and the smell, and she clicks the lights on, and it is wall to wall reptile cages. Like snakes, lizards, everything that crawls and has scales is everywhere. It's on the kitchen counter. It's in the cupboards. She's taken me back to her bedroom. And I'm like, okay, maybe it's just the first room. She takes me back to the bedroom. The bedroom is there's literally a fucking 10-foot snake staring at me. And she's like, nope. I'm getting undressed now. And there's lizards and shit everywhere. Just and I'm like, this is the kind of thing where I'm going to pass out. And this wasn't actually about a sexual encounter. It was about getting eaten by a large snake because she can't afford to feed 600 reptiles.
Oh my
yes,
God.
she is crazy. Anyone who owns that many reptiles is crazy. I don't. If you own that many reptiles, please see a shrink.
Seek help.
Yes. Also, like, what kind of a life are you giving these animals? No, not a good one.
No.
So, so I'm in this situation now. Lady is officially like, I'm in my birthday suit next to my reptile sex cave, and she shed her skin like a snake. Let me tell you. Oh. She just like slithered out of her clothes. She's like,
I'm gonna throw up.
Anyways, so I was like, what the fuck am I gonna do? I was like, I'll be right back. I need to go to the bathroom. And I went to the bathroom, and I'm in the bathroom, and the door is closed. And thank God there's no reptiles in the bathroom for whatever reason. I didn't check the tub. There probably was a snake in there, but whatever.
Probably.
It escaped down the drain. Like, nightmares. So I went to the bathroom. I went to the bathroom, and I'm like, my shoes are at the front door. And I just said, fuck it. And I crawled out the window, and I ran home in my bare feet, and I never saw my shoes again. I literally exited the bathroom window, which is below ground, so it's up, and you had to crawl out that little window ditch.
Yep.
That is filled with spiders, which I hate.
Oh, yes.
100% filled with spiders.
Yeah.
And I'm not a spider person, but I was like, I don't even care at this point. And at 3 a.m. in the middle of the dark, I ran home down the street barefoot. It was like a 16-block run. I just took off into the darkness. I was like, let the snakes eat the shoes.
Yeah.
Let them eat.
No, they're not worth it.
No. I legitimately think I heard she went like crazy later, but she just like lost her mind.
Which surprised me.
Yeah. She was like a reptile hoarder.
That is... No. That's horrific. I hate that story.
I know, right? Like, this is so, like, guys get a lot of flack because they will be aggressive and lure women into awkward, fucking frightening situations, and I fully acknowledge that. Yes. But I want people to know that it exists on the other end. While maybe not as formally out in the open or as common, it is there. Rafa Tarabal, thank you for the follow. I hope you enjoyed my weird reptile sex story. Well, not sex story. Yeah. No. The shedding of the snakeskin lady. Oh my God. But yeah, that was honestly one of the worst experiences I have ever been through. I felt so awkward because I was like, I do not like to hurt people's feelings who've been vulnerable to the point of opening me up to the place where they live, knowing that they're probably they're like, oh my God, I have to somehow lure somebody back into my reptile sex den. How am I going to do it without getting people drunk?
Now that's what she sounds like. I buy it.
Yeah, there it is. That's her real voice. That's what she woke up in the morning, had a couple glasses of water and rehydrated the vocal cords. But yeah, I was like, I'm out of here.
Oh my God.
I guarantee you, I hit that lawn and the only thing that went through my head was flash. Whoa.
Yes.
I was off.
Yes. Oh my God. Oh, that is
awful. Oh, it's
God.
awful.
That's terrible.
It's just a bad time. All right. Have you had terrible experiences?
How do I come after that? I don't.
Well, I think.
Oh, just wait to see this. Are you okay? Are we dying? Matcha.
Yeah, there's a lot. Matcha in the bottom there. It was just like drinking
No.
It was like drinking liquid sand.
Oh.
It's like coating my vocal cords. Oh God. We're fine. Yeah. We're fine. Everything's good now.
You gonna be okay?
I'm gonna wash it down with some pizza. will you tell us about your worst dating experience ever?
I haven't.
Oh no! Wait,
had
hold
some. I've
on.
been
I
very
accidentally
fortunate.
unplugged my headset. I don't want to miss the beginning. All right, I'm jacked in.
Jacked in.
We're into the system. What just?
This is a disaster.
What the hell just happened?
Oh my god.
Why did my webcam stop?
I can't be alone.
Oh God! And I've turned into someone from Frozen. Why?
What is happening?
Why did this happen? What caused this? Is that how my computer responds to me plugging in my audio jack? It's like, oh shit, Elsa's here now.
What is this?
It's me.
Why is the Disney filter on?
I don't know, and it keeps blinking on and off. It's lost its damn mind. All right, we just need to chill out. Okay.
I don't know if I can do this.
We're cool.
With that face.
Yeah,
Oh, God.
we've entered the chill zone now.
Okay,
All right,
good.
I'm back.
Holy shit.
Right?
Oh.
What was happening? Okay.
Wow.
To not distract Cruickshank from her story, I'm gonna just mute my mic while I deal with crinkly paper.
Nope. Oh, God.
I'm putting
Okay.
you on the
Well,
spot.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Thank you. So I'm gonna be honest. I haven't. Fuck you, Jay. Oh, Phoenix. Oh God, no. Oh. I hate this. I haven't had a ton of terrible experiences in dating. Like nothing that's like aggressively traumatized me. This might be the
think it
closest
needs to
thing
be
to it, like you eating your
traumatizing.
pizza like that. Oh God.
Just wait till I put peanut butter on it.
Oh, but why would you? Well, that's gonna. Why wouldn't you die?
That's the point.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I'm coming up with this new thing.
The
It's called
worst.
suicide slices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. The worst dating experience I've had. It wasn't like a specific single date because I've never had a really bad
Multi-date experience. Okay, I'm in.
Okay. Well, yeah. Okay. So I met a guy on a dating site years and years and years ago.
Oh, it's always the best when it comes from a dating site.
I fucking know. It was my sister's fault that I was on this site.
Was it plenty of fish?
Yes.
Yes!
Yes.
It's so bad!
It's the worst.
It's so bad!
I don't know what draws those kind of people to that site. I don't know what it says about me. but-
Facts. I proposed to a girl from Plenty of Fish.
Oh, sweet lord. Really?
Yeah, she said no. We were together for 5 years.
What?
I know.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's good for Plenty of Fish.
It surprised me.
Yeah, no kidding.
Okay, go ahead. I'm so happy you met someone on
Lord.
Plenty of Fish.
Okay, I did. And honestly, he was a very nice person, I'm sure. And he had the best intentions.
I love how you're trying to defend this guy on the worst dating story you've ever had. Nikoko's telling me to shut up. I'm giving myself a 30-second mute.
Oh, good. I'm going to stumble over my words for 30 seconds. No, we went out a couple times, and it was nice. He was fine. He was shy and awkward and whatever, like I am most of the time. But then I had to go back to school, and you got a new follow? That's exciting. Okay. And yeah, so we dated for a bit, but well, they dated. We went on dates. We were not together. And I went back to college, but I had given him one of my ultimate discs, a Frisbee, because he was interested in playing and didn't have one. So I was like, oh, I have tons here, have this one.
So for
And
those
then-
of you who don't know, if you're an ultimate player, your Frisbee disc is your most important worldly possession.
Well, yeah, but I have a lot of them. And
But-
I gave him like my least precious one. Just because now you've said that, I need to clarify that it was not a special disc. That's why I gave it to him. Jesus Christ. Yeah, the Pikachu, right? You want that back now. But then like a few weeks went by and we'd been continuing our chats online, and he told me that he had been sleeping with my disc because it reminded him of me. And that was the end.
Like, did he cut a hole in the middle of it?
I didn't ask. I didn't want to know. No, he was very close to being like, love confessions happening, and I was like, oh, sweet Lord.
Like, he was going to confess love to you, or you were going to confess love to him?
No, no.
We need to clarify these things here.
It takes me forever to feel any kind of emotion for people. Yeah. So that was the whole I sleep with your disc because it reminds me of you was the end of everything. And that was, so it's not terrible in a lot of people's eyes.
It is a little
that
weird,
would be my
though,
worst.
You know?
It's a little weird.
Like, I've slept with people's things before, for sure.
Yeah.
But it's usually that, hairband that just remained under the pillow. And I find it later, and I'm like, oh my God, it's spreading around the house.
Yeah. It was gross. Yeah. It wasn't great.
What part of the disc did you ask him reminded him of you?
No.
I like how it's round like your head. Like, what? I've drawn a little face on it here. I use gumdrops for the nose. It's hard and inflexible. That's amazing.
Yeah, so like it's not a really big, I don't know, crazy story, but that's just probably the worst experience I've had, which is, I think I've been pretty blessed, I guess, as far as dating goes.
This is good.
Yeah.
I mean, you've obviously gotten to the point where you've been with someone to the point that you now have a child, so I'd say you've done well.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, yes, thank you. I feel like I've done all right.
Host, rish. If there's anything that's ever going to get me to not do something. Interestingly enough, the thing that gets me to do things is telling me not to do them, and the thing that gets me to not do them is telling me to do them. I guess I'm just defiant. That's what this is coming down to.
It's just your nature.
I really want to know more about this Pikachu that Nikoko gave to somebody.
Me too.
Because Nikoko,
I feel so sad that you lost it.
Yeah, Nikoko is an avid collector of Pikachu, not memorabilia, but just items in general.
Memorabilia. That works.
This pizza, thank you for giving me some time to eat this pizza. It was delicious.
Oh, you're welcome. I have a Captain America shield coming in the mail. Just
what?
As a side note. Yeah, I bought one.
Is it like a metal one?
Yep.
Actually? You're getting a metal Captain America shield? That's legit.
Oh. Yeah.
I can see that dartboard coming down in the future and being replaced.
No, because I don't want Matt throwing things at it. So.
But if it's a Captain America shield, it's impenetrable because it's made of vibranium.
Well, if it was that one, yeah. Jesus. Oh, here's story time.
Oh, here's the story. Okay, so Nikoko met a guy in December of 2019.
Setting the stage.
Yeah. I'm going to help Nikoko because she's getting so good at English. It would be in December, not on December. But you're doing well. Very well. Much better than my Spanish.
A lot.
Sí, fly, abuela. Muchos gracias. Uno cerveza, por favor.
Well, you've got more than I do.
Oh. I said yes. Fly was in English. Grandma. Thank you very much. One beer, please.
Like, I understood it, but I couldn't have said it.
Oh shit, he lived in LA. This has already gone sideways.
Yeah.
Buckle up, people. We're about to hit a tragedy.
Oh, no.
LA. It takes a specific kind of person to move to LA, I think.
Yeah.
Like, I would never even consider living there.
I definitely have thought about it.
Have you? What are the
Yes.
draws?
I
Like,
just
what's
like
in
to be
LA?
warm. San Diego Comic-Con is nearby, and I like to be warm.
Why not
Those are
just
my
live in
two
San
qualifying
Diego, then?
factors. I don't know.
You'd still be in California.
I thought I could be an actor.
Honestly, I still think I could be an actor.
I think about it on and off all the time.
If Robert Downey Jr. can get out of prison after doing a bunch of drugs and become Iron Man, imagine what I can do with my life.
Well,
Just have to do a bunch more
I mean,
drugs.
our DJ is one of a kind.
It is so hard to replicate his facial hair.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so he lived in LA, but he was born and raised here in Mexico, here in your town. Okay, hometown connection. Nakoko says he was totally my type, and he was working in a game development company. Anyways, long story short, he was visiting his family for the holidays. And I guess you could say we dated for like 2 weeks. It felt like a summer love, but in winter. Oh, this is like how the story of Grease started. You were his Sandra D.
Yeah. Oh.
Also, terrible moral to Grease.
Yeah. Oh.
The moral of the story in
100%.
Grease was, if you do nothing, she will change to be the way you want her to be.
Yes.
And then you will fly a car into the sky, which is...
Such a stupid ending.
They just flew away in their car.
Oh my god. Yep. Ugh.
Okay, so
Henry,
why did you
but-
give him the Pikachu?
Yeah.
Frickface McGee also said, I learned how to conjugate subjunctive verbs in Spanish yesterday. It was interesting. My god, I'm really losing this Spanish race.
I'm behind you, don't worry.
I don't know, I really liked him a lot, even though it wasn't supposed to last.
Oh.
Okay. But then what happened? Did you keep in touch? Did he tell you he sleeps with your Pikachu every night because it reminds you of him, or him of you?
Shut up. Ugh. It's just so cringy. Good lord.
Yeah.
He's engaged now, just as an update.
Is he?
Yep.
Do his wedding pictures show him in a frisbee?
No, he's not married yet. We'll have to wait and see.
It's gonna be really hard for a frisbee to say I do.
Yeah. Sorry, Matt.
It's just written on the back and he flips it around.
Ugh. Oh, you gave him your favorite book?
Oh, Ready Player One. I have seen the movie. I don't know if it does justice to the book because I've not read the book, but it was a good movie. I had this small toy of a Pikachu, similar to the one I have in my room. We talked about keeping friends and me going to the USA in 2020 to visit him so he could show me around. You also use sign language with a deaf guy I was taking an order from at work. He looked surprised that I knew. I've become a very powerful linguist. This is my name in sign language. Wait. There we go, nailed it.
Nice. That's
If you can learn sign language, honestly do it. It's awesome. I've wanted to learn.
yeah.
Nakoko cried a lot when we were saying goodbye at the coffee shop we were. Sounds like it was a good 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Summer loving.
Yeah, gotcha.
Okay. Should we do the duet for her?
Oh,
Boom-ba-da,
Lord
boom-ba-da.
Jay. I have
Did
to
she
look at the
put
lyrics.
up a fight? They make the girls in that song sound terrible. They've got
They
like
really
this
don't sound
screechy
great.
kind of like, did he put up a fight? You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah. It's very like.
I think it's
50s,
just
though.
Rizzo.
I know they all kind of have that tone to them.
Oh yeah, what's the girl who goes to the beauty shop's name?
Rizzo.
It's like Cookie or something cute like that.
Oh,
Frenchie.
Frenchie. Yeah.
Frenchie. Yeah, Frenchie also has that like weird nasally kind of voice. Didn't want him
What's
to go,
the
but
other
he
one?
Rebecca. There's Rizzo, Frenchie, and Rebecca. Afterflow
weird.
Podcast has followed. Thank you for the follow, Afterflow. And while I was muted, Shadow4436 has followed, which I'm wondering if there's any relation to our longtime viewer, Shadow435. Now I have two shadows with 4 3s, and yeah, it's real close.
That's amazing.
I'm gonna have trouble differentiating the two of you. But
Yeah.
Afterflow, welcome to the stream. Cruickshankfit here and I alternate streams, hosting our weird talk show where we just talk about apparently random crap, and I occasionally eat
I
pizza
love it.
and throw tea on my crotch.
Yeah, I'm gonna make my own specialty next time, and we'll see how it goes.
Oh, he ghosted you.
Oh,
That's always the worst. I hate that.
oh,
I hate when people ghost you. It is the least you can do to give someone closure.
yeah.
Because ghosting someone just has this horrible effect of like, what if you died? Like,
Yeah.
you know, what if something horrible happened to you? Like, what? Now I'm worried about you. I don't know why you're missing. We've spoken regularly. We had a relationship. Shadow435 says, is it true that you're related to Shadow44436? Or is it true that ghosting people is horrible?
Both, I guess.
He's like, I hate that Shadow4436 guy. Always trying to steal my thunder. What is he, the thunder thief? What is it? Percy Jenkins, the lightning thief? I don't know. Like Jackson? Percy Jackson. God, I'm really bad.
Percy Jackson, there you go.
He was a lightning thief or something once upon a time.
Something.
Ghosting is
Lightning
terrible.
boy.
Ghosting is terrible. If you're a person who has ghosted someone before, message them and be like, hey, look, I'm sorry I'm a dick,
Yeah.
but this is why we're no longer talking. And just provide them with closure. Like, I'm not interested in you, and potentially I am seeing someone else, which is why this conversation has ended. I am wishing you a good life. Please move on.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't take much. Like, just have the conversation.
Yep, it's true. It's worse when you get ghosted by someone you're dating.
Jesus, yeah. Yeah.
My life is fucked.
Oh, boy. Life's so fun. It's so fun.
I should have known.
So fun.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
It's not looks pinker now, right?
It is. It's getting pinker. You're slowly changing.
Yeah.
Because
I'm
earlier
transforming.
it was very like coppery looking. It had like a bronzy. No,
And then it
copper is
got-
not the right color, but it had like that reddish
No.
brown kind of tinge looking to it. But now it's definitely
Yeah.
pink purple.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
It's
that's
like-
what I wanted. This is good.
He crushed your dream of going to Malibu Beach with a handsome guy.
Oh, that's rude. I mean, come on.
That seems like a very Barbie dream, though. She had a Malibu Beach house, right?
Ah.
That I really don't like. If I think about America,
Yes.
I cannot think of any place in America I would actually want to visit, aside from.
Oh, really?
Well, okay. There's a couple exceptions,
Okay. Sorry.
but I don't think any of them are like the classic. Like, oh, I want to go to Hollywood. Like, I want to go to whatever, wherever spring break takes place.
I don't know.
Fucking know.
Florida?
Florida, probably. Fucking Florida. God damn it, Bon Jovi. Why? Why did you make Florida the way it is?
Damn it.
But no, the only place I'm really interested in going in the States is I want to go check out the Oregon Trail, specifically because of the game Oregon Trail, but also because Oregon's actually quite beautiful. And there's a place called Crater Lake in Oregon, which is gorgeous.
Yep.
I need to show people Crater Lake in case they don't know what it is. So
it's beautiful.
Have you seen it?
I have.
Like, have you been there?
Not in person. I've seen photos of it.
I'm glad you know what I'm talking about, though, because it's gorgeous. I should just look at images here and find a nice one. Like this, there. I love this one. It's got like the bird's eye view shot of Crater Lake. So here we go. This is open image in a new. Let's do a new tab. There you go. This is Crater Lake, Oregon. In case you've never seen it, like a fisheye lens here. But like, look at that. I just want to. It's like got just pristine waters. Yeah. That you can like just see to the bottom of, and I would love to just take a little boat out, cross the way, just get on that island, climb to the top of it for a day. And you can tell this is like a meteor impact site.
Yeah.
So like that island in the middle is probably just space rock.
Which is cool.
Remnants of space rock.
Where you get your superpowers from.
Right?
Your American superpowers.
Yeah, I was just going to ask, would I get American superpowers if I was an American?
I think that's how it works.
I think, what's the atypical American superpower? Super strength, probably.
Super strength or a billionaire playboy philanthropist.
Yeah. Is there really that many billionaire playboy philanthropist superheroes?
Well, I mean, you got...
Batman,
Iron Man.
I
feel like Danny Rand is kind of almost
Danny Rand. Yeah, well, he is technically
kind of
Iron Fist. For those of you who don't know who Danny Rand is.
Oh, sorry. Yes, my bad.
But what a shitty superpower he got.
Such a waste of potential on a character.
Right? Although I did like the whole I did like that sort of set of characters, that group of characters with
the Defenders.
Yeah, the Defenders is cool.
Yep, they were good. Oh, I like Luke Cage, and I like Daredevil, Matt Murdock.
But you didn't like Jessica Jones?
I did. I did.
Jessica Jones is a train wreck.
It's a tough one for me. I don't know.
Yeah. I like Jessica Jones because she's a train wreck.
Yeah. I think that's the whole idea behind her character, at least in the show.
Yeah. She reminds me of all my past relationships. Things to avoid.
God.
Just a fucking mess.
The worst. Yeah.
Okay, wait, Nakoko hasn't ended the story. But anyway, at the very end, COVID happened. I still haven't tried to get a visa, so whatever. Ah, damn it. It's okay, Nakoko. There are plenty of handsome guys there. Yeah, just tell
you can
them
go to Malibu without a handsome guy.
Yeah, you can find a handsome guy who's just already in Malibu. And you can check out...
Yeah.
You wouldn't visit me. Do you live in Oregon? American states that I have visited so far are Texas, Florida, California, and North Carolina, and... Well, like, obviously New York is way too close to where we are, so New York. But
I've never been to New York.
Here's my actual policy on the United States of America. The only reason I actually ended up in Texas was because of a layover from a flight. It was frightening. I went to an all-night diner there once, and I literally assumed that the waitress had just crawled out of a swamp and just dragged herself up from the depths of hell to produce herself as this demonic, ghastly figure that would oh, would you like some French fries? Well, I don't know. How much do they cost? Nothing but your soul. Like that kind of shit. But I did hear a man in the overnight diner, it was like 2 a.m. at this point, from very much Texas, be like, excuse me, ma'am, could I get some of that Sriracha sauce? And I was
no.
It's called Sriracha from now on.
I love it. I love it.
Best part of Texas. Sriracha
Sriracha
became Sriracha. Yeah,
I
so that was good. But I typically have a policy after watching the Texas Chainsaw Massacre that I should stay one state away from Texas at all times.
Oof.
So if you don't live in a state that borders Texas, I could probably visit.
You're good.
But if you do live in a state that borders Texas, I assume you have a neighbor who is killing people in their basement.
Probably.
And wearing their skin.
Yeah.
As their skin.
No, it checks out.
Yeah, I'll try to get a visa this year, but LA is on the top of those current places I want to visit. New Zealand. Go to New Zealand. Just go to New Zealand. I am so upset that I will not be able to get a visa after this COVID nonsense is done. They're like withdrawing half of their visas that they have for like work stuff, and I'm just like, oh god, it is a very limited list of professions that they are seeking, and unless I take electrician as a trade, I am not on them. So,
that sucks.
So if I ever plan on moving to New Zealand, I might actually have to take a trade as an electrician. Then I will control the power of lightning like Thor. What are you, a god of hammers? Yeah. Yummy Sriracha. You got
to go
it.
to Arizona.
Arizona has been getting ridiculously hot, though. Like, I don't know how you're still alive.
I like to be hot, so...
Yeah. But, like, Arizona is like dumpsters are melting in the sunlight hot.
Yeah, give it to me.
There is actually a really good real estate market if you want to buy homes in Arizona. I looked into it at one point. We were going to buy a house in Arizona. Yeah. Back when I made a lot of money and someone else I lived with also made a lot of money, we were just like, let's buy a summer or a winter home in Arizona. And I was like, we have all this money and nothing to do with it because we have no spare time. Why wouldn't we buy a home that we can't live in?
Oh, those kind of people.
Yeah. You don't live in a state that borders Texas. Perfect. Then you could be on the tour list.
There you go.
Okay. I have an important question for you, I've decided. It's an opinion piece, so you don't have to have any previous knowledge.
Okay.
RVs. Would you live in one?
Yes.
Fuck yeah. I love it.
100%. Yeah.
I've been looking at buying used RVs for months now. I'm just trying to find one in my price range, and I'm putting a little bit of money away each time to get an RV because I think this might be the year I just purchase an RV and start to live in it. And on my bike ride today, I legitimately found reserved RV parking nearby. That's just like...
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's like buses and RVs are meant to park here only, and that's it. And it was literally like an RV parking lot. It's by the water and the bike paths and everything. And I'm like, I think I just found where I'm going to park my RV. Which was the big, like, question of, like, where would you then park an RV? You know? Where people wouldn't mind. I'm so sorry. He said the fuck word. Oh, no. My family is supposed to go to Phoenix, Arizona for vacation this summer. I'm not really looking forward to it. Yeah, I have. I've said it a lot. We're not currently a PG stream. I try and keep it PG, but it's springtime.
Sorry.
No, it's mostly when I see Tio Most Frio in here because I know his kids might also be watching.
Oh, no.
But he knows the drill. He's got to let me know when they're around.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you spell it?
At least you have a system.
Wait, how do you spell what? RV? Well, let me tell you. AREVEE. That's how you spell RV. Harvey's?
It's the letter R and the letter V.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's literally 2 letters. It's like RV. I didn't realize that might be a legitimate question from Nikoko, but I get it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, an RV.
Totally.
I don't know what it stands for, unless it's recreational vehicle.
That is what it stands for.
Or residential vehicle? Does it actually stand for recreational?
I'm pretty sure it's recreational vehicle.
Is it? Don't worry, Nakoko. We're learning right now too. RV, recreational vehicle.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Look at me go.
Hey.
Yeah. So that's a thing I've been considering, but I've been told if I live in an RV, my relationship might not last.
Oh, you just gotta find the right girl.
I said, if my rent goes up, I'm living in an RV.
Yo.
Bloodblade's looking at moving out, getting a new place, and I'm just like, if he wants to charge more than he's currently charging, like nope. Ain't happening. I told him that too. I was like, I just want to let you know, if the rent goes up, I'm buying an RV. I'm moving into it. I don't care.
There are very cool people who live in RVs.
There are.
And I think you could find the right person for it.
I could get an RV for 10 months rent.
There you go. That's great.
It is great. And then you don't have to pay anything ever again.
Yeah.
Imagine life without rent. That's a lot of money
dream.
Saved.
Yeah.
It is.
I have big regrets on that.
On the rent thing?
Yeah. Not buying when we could.
Oh, believe me, so do I. I was looking at a house in Barrie like 8 years ago. And it was $275,000. And it was like it had a garage that you could access from the inside. There was a pool in the backyard. It was a 3-bedroom. All of the things in the kitchen, all the cupboards were slam proof. There was a fireplace off the kitchen in the dining room. Like, it was gorgeous, right across from a park. And I had been approved for a mortgage by myself of $350,000, and I was like, seems like a bit much.
That's a lot.
And
wow.
I didn't buy it, and now houses cost 3 times that much.
Yeah, it's crazy, especially in this area.
I know. Arby's. Oh, RV stands for runaway vasectomy.
Excuse me?
In that your RV is a rolling sex pad, and you don't want kids. You're just cruising the trailer parks. Yeah. Country roads take me home to a place I can bone. No.
Oh my God, no. I was really like, I was into it, and then you went there.
West Virginia, at least I stayed away from Texas. Take me home, country roads. Yeah.
Oh God.
It's a thing. All right, so what are we going to talk about now? Which I got to pick WandaVision or Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yes.
I feel like I'm going to watch Falcon
Well, you
and the Winter
started.
Soldier.
Yeah, you started it, right?
Yeah. Is there anything else I need to catch up on though?
On Disney Plus.
I don't know. I don't know if there's any other MCU stuff that I'm missing.
Oh. Well, you've seen all the movies, right?
I have seen all the movies.
So, WandaVision, Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
I'm wondering if there's a Marvel movie that I haven't seen, actually. I'm like, is there
willing to discuss our friendship if there is.
No, I think I caught up on all the Spider-Mans. I was behind in Spider-Mans for a while.
Oh.
Just because I was like, I don't know. I wasn't convinced of the new Spider-Man initially.
Really?
Yeah, no, I really like Spider-Man now. Like, I like where they went with him. I think they did some excellent movies. Yeah. He was just he was very kid Spider-Man, and he seemed very, like, young to me. Yeah. Which was sort of strange. I don't know, he felt weird initially. But now I've really grown to like this version of Spider-Man and hope that they continue with him, because I appreciate where they took the character. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rental prices are also nuts. Yeah, absolutely they are. The fact that people I know are looking at renting in towns 30 minutes away from where they work says a lot.
Yep.
And like, I'm just gonna move me into an RV if I have to, and I don't care.
I know. I've been looking at places, like, we're not going to, obviously, but
Yeah.
houses out in Nova Scotia and Newfoundland.
Honestly, so have I. There was like a church you could buy in Nova Scotia that was on like 6 acres of land. I was like, I would totally go live in a church on 6 acres of land bordering like the sea. And
That sounds perfect.
But that's legitimately my plan. That is why I am working on building so much online business and income. Like this position I applied for today would be remote, and 20 hours a week of doing online work and things, plus the voiceover stuff and any kind of like art commissions and things I get. And I'm like, if I can reasonably live off of, say, like even $2,000 of online income a month, that is enough for me to move somewhere that costs less to live in and offers just more for what you get.
Yeah.
Because now buying a house is starting to feel almost as dumb as buying a condo in a major city, which is dumb. If you're like, I want a condo, I don't know you.
Oh no. I mean, yeah. Lovely. I have a couple very good friends who live in a condo in Toronto.
And I just like, you know what? The only reason to do that is if you can sell it for a killing. But right now, I don't think condo sales in Toronto are probably going to be very good because everyone's just exiting the city. So what? You paid $800,000 to live in a tiny coffin up in the sky, and now you can sell it for like $5 if you're lucky. No, that's backwards.
Yeah.
Soul says, we're looking at renting almost an hour from where we work because the prices are too high. There was a 4-bedroom in Nova Scotia, 5 minutes from downtown Halifax for $280,990. Yeah. Almost just up and move. I legitimately found a plot of land in Sudbury, Ontario that was an acre for $7,000. In the city. The city. It's beside houses. I'm like, I could literally park my RV on that and just build a home around it. You know, I could drop off a couple shipping containers, and for the extra $200,000, build a palace.
A shipping container palace.
Like, if you want to see stuff, like, look in Thunder Bay, Ontario, which is a legitimate city that you can live in, and many people do, for $600,000. Which is the price you would pay for a regular ass house around here that you'd be lucky to have a garage. You can get a fucking island mansion that has a 3-port boat house with an actual house on top of it. For $600,000, less than what, that's half the price of what a house sold for down the street from me right now. And you could have a mansion.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. It's dumb. And I blame stupid city people.
100%.
If they hadn't just been like, oh no, the COVID came and now we can't drink in bars together. Better move out to the country. I could still afford a fucking house.
Right.
Yeah.
It's so frustrating.
I hate them. I hate them so much.
Yeah.
They're the ones ruining my small town back home too. Every time I drive home, there's new subdivisions with city people that have just moved there to retire, and I hate them so much. Because now they've lowered all the speed limits everywhere because people, they're driving too fast. I have a family.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
no.
What? They put in stop signs in places that have never had stop signs before. Now when I drive around town, I get confused because random ass stop signs pop out of places that I have been driving for 10 years.
Yes.
Like, we needed a stop sign here. It's a lonely road with houses every 500 meters. But we got to stop so that they can exit their driveway. I'm like, I hope you choke and die.
God.
Shadow says, my boss gave me his wife's old car, but I can't drive it, and he can't transfer it to my name because I can't take my driver's test, so it's just rotting away. Your boss really takes care of you. What kind of a car is it, Shadow? I think everyone should learn how to drive. I don't care if you do drive or not. I think you should learn how to drive. Because at the very least, it makes you appreciate what other drivers might be thinking when you're interacting with them.
Yeah.
It's like, 100%. Oh, now I know why people are honking at me when I'm crossing the road like this. Because they're afraid they're gonna murder me.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I am one of those people. I don't drive, but I know how to drive.
Yeah, it's fun if you like. I would love to get to a place where I can just ride my bike everywhere I go. I used to pride myself on the fact that I actually recently, when I moved here, was the first time I've ever had a vehicle registered as non-recreational, because I have never driven to work before.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
I've always either walked or cycled to work, and my car was literally just there because I lived in the city and I wanted to escape it. So like weekends rolled around, I'm like, legit. Escape velocity.
I'm out.
Also, I calculated my expenses for driving here to see people last year.
Yeah. Oh no.
It's like, I was spending like $400 a month to come here.
Oh my god.
I know.
That's wild.
I know. Like the amount of fuel that I put in, and that's when gas prices weren't so bad. But like just the amount of fuel and kilometers I logged into my vehicle coming here for like RITH practices and just to be somewhere with people I knew on the weekends. Insane.
Yeah. That's crazy. I was going to say a lot of that must be RITH, but... Yeah.
Well, it was a thing.
Man, if we ever do RITH again, we should request to fight each other because I think it'd be fun.
Right? It would be nice.
I've been on a real like memory lane trip with RITH lately. And
I would really like it if I could find a female who could actually do justice to kicking my ass when I'm an asshole. Because like, right? Yes, I know. But like, I'd go as far as saying Sarah would really sell it because it might be real. But
she would. Oh my god. You know
like what? He looks like he really died, and like that's real blood.
That's death. That's death on the field right there.
This is a special fight. It's only happening one of the 2 days.
Yes. Never again. No. Don't miss it.
Oh, new follower. Thank you. Hey, Red Little Miss Attitude. Aww. It's been a while since I've seen you. Hello. Thanks for the follow.
Yeah.
I do appreciate it. But yeah, no, that would be good because in the past I've been given these roles where it's like you need to beat up a girl, and I'm like that looks awful. So let's have her turn it around and win at the end after I'm like really cocky about it, and then they don't really sell it, and it just feels like you really need to win. You really need to win so that it doesn't so that it doesn't look like you're just giving it to them, right? You're like, no, I want you to show women that they can do things.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we did okay on the last one that I did because I convinced her to just actually roundhouse kick me. I was like, I need you to actually just kick me because this limp kick, like I'm scared of hurting you thing isn't working. And like, I ended up with grass in my teeth after that one. So I think we took it home on that at least.
Yeah.
Hey, I've been watching on Soul's account. He told me to make my own. Well, I appreciate it because every little viewer counts. And you know what? I'm happy that you've been engaged and entertained. I could destroy you. I'm sure you could. You're a multi-talented individual. Frickface has been driving for almost a full year now. Good for you.
Nice.
I've been driving so long, it's depressing. My birthday gift when I turned 16 from my father was he drove me to get my license.
Yeah, that seems to be like a common thing though.
He was like, you're going to chauffeur me around.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Granted, that never really happened, but at the time he was very like adamant that I get my dad he's a driving man.
He's like, yeah,
he's a car guy through and through. Yeah, it's just it. My other birthday gift from him was he sold me a classic muscle car for $1. So
what?
Yeah.
Oh my God, get out of here.
Are you not aware of the car?
No. What?
Okay, hold up.
How have we been friends this long?
Well, many of my
I
friends
know.
have never seen this car because it's been secretly in storage for many years. Many
but
years.
It's me.
Well, it's one of those things where I almost prefer not to talk about because I'm so annoyed by the fact that I don't have it on the road yet.
Oh, that's fair.
That it's just become a thing. But like,
Yeah.
let me entertain our
I'm
guests while I
excited.
look for a thing.
Red Little Miss Attitude says they miss Rith over there too.
Oh,
And,
I think we just miss the people mostly, right?
I think so too. I
Just-
miss fighting with Soul Resonator.
I miss just fighting in general. You know, like
Yeah.
the kids cheering for you was a benefit. My favorite fight ever was when we got rained out the one year and had to fight in like
Yes.
the arena, and it was like literally
Yeah.
like being in a coliseum. That I don't think I've ever
It was
fought
so
as
cool.
hard as anything. It was easily
Yeah.
one of the best moments of my entire life.
They cut my fight from that one. I didn't get to do it.
That's awful.
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember fighting I don't think that was Robin Hood at the time. I think that was Sir Lester still.
Yeah.
But yeah, like there were sparks flying on swords. It was just
It looked so good.
and it sounded so good. And the
Yeah.
two of us just ate that up.
Yeah, of course you would. Especially you two.
We were both high on ourselves. I don't even think the fight started
Yeah.
for like a full minute. It was just
Yeah.
cheering.
It was all
practice,
just yeah.
riling up the crowd. Yeah, it was a good one.
As soon as I got turned heel, all the little kids booed me all the time.
I don't think anyone's ever cheered for me except grown people who know me. And there was like
Yeah.
at one point in time there was a whole section cheering for me when I was beating the crap out of Robin Hood, and the kids. My mother has a video of them going like, "No, what's he doing to Robin Hood?" And then you can hear someone I know be like, "Yeah, kick his ass."
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I like getting booed. I think I like the boos more than the cheers.
Yeah,
To be
well,
honest.
any kind
'Cause
of
you're doing
elicited
your job.
response is good, right?
Yeah.
Playing the villain is fun. It is. You just
I
get to
love
do
it.
nasty, awful things to people.
Yeah.
Because
I remember kicking the shit out of Little John.
Yes.
And the little kids on festival day were like so displeased with me.
yeah,
As I'm just like, have him on the ground, just pile driving my fist into his face.
it's so good.
Oh, it was my favorite.
Yeah, it's such a good time because you get to
Yeah.
really elicit like harsh reactions from people when you're the bad guy because you do stuff for shock value. It's like
Yes.
you're aiming for like that's atrocious. This is unexpected.
How is she allowed, or how are they allowed to do this? Yeah.
My first fight was
Red
against
Little Miss
Robin.
Attitude.
So many boos.
Yeah. I remember that fight.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good one.
I have
Did you find it?
found it. Just let me fire this. Okay, so this is Eileen.
Eileen. Oh.
This is
That's so nice. Oh,
this is Eileen.
beautiful.
She is there she is. The booty always looks good.
Oh,
It's a classic
That's a beautiful
1967
car.
Mustang Fastback with a 4-speed shifter on the floor, 289 Model B engine.
that's gorgeous.
First year they introduced the 4-speed. Previous Mustangs had been 3 speeds at this time. So, yeah, it was an upgraded option package. And that is the original color of the car, frost turquoise.
I was gonna say the colors. I like the color a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That's beautiful.
it is. That is my
That's your baby.
pain in my ass. That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's just
So nice. That's a beautiful car.
yeah. That car is a mortgage down payment. Is what
Yeah.
it is.
Oh, yeah.
It's just a nightmare. Oh, nice car. Well, thank you. Got to show a picture of my dad's 72 Corvette. Yes, the Stingray, I believe. You do.
Nice.
You do have to share it. Frickface was able to drive her dad's Corvette to school just as a pure flex one day, which is solid.
That's pretty badass.
Which is awful, because I had always dreamed of doing that, and I've been to 4 different schools since I've started the reconstruction project on this thing and never been able to flex it on any of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's rough. I'm over 20 grand into the rebuild at this point.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Makes
I
you
was
feel
like,
good.
but I can't really say anything.
Just,
There are no words.
I think a lot of people look at things like that and like, wow, you're so lucky. And they have no idea the amount of like BS you have to deal with for like storage of something like this, and like the stress of knowing people want to actively steal it at all times. When I inherited this car, it was literally broken in half. Like the frame was broken in half, rotted through at the front. I have replaced it. Sorry. This is a 1967 Mustang, and for any car enthusiasts, yes, it is a unibody. It is not a frame. Nobody knows what you're talking about when you say a unibody. So the frame was broken in half.
Yeah. All right.
In front of the firewall, so where the engine is. The car was literally separated in two and being held together by the body panels.
Wow.
So when I pulled it out of the driveway to get it towed one day, a guy in a minivan literally stopped his car, rolled down the window within like minutes of me moving the vehicle, and was like, "Hey, how much you selling that for?" And I was like, "I'm not." He's like, "Well, you better keep an eye on it." And I was like, "Not cool, bro. You want me to punch you in front of your kids?"
Holy shit.
I know, it's awful. It's an awful feeling.
Yeah.
That's why when people ask me where it is, I always lie to them.
Well, yeah. Yeah, you would have to.
Yeah, it's a thing.
Oh, man.
It's happened many days. Frick's flexing more than Shanks over here.
Well, I don't like to flex in front of people.
I like to flex my calves in front of people because they're amazing.
You got some solid calves.
I actually do have solid calves, and I've always been very proud of them. Like, growing up,
Calves are hard.
as long as we're in photo memory land, I need to share another photo. Like I need to show you me as an 18-year-old, because I think you'll all be horrified by what you find.
I'm excited about this.
You're gonna be, something, I'm sure. You'll be like, wow, why?
That guy. That's my friend.
Yeah, there was a reason I wasn't popular in high school. And after looking at the photos of me in high school, I was like, oh, that's what it was.
All right.
You know what? Seeing as we're on car kicks, here we go. This is my other Mustang that I bought myself. A little red 2000. This is my first little daily driver that I'd done.
I like that. That's cute.
It's got a lot of customizations done to it. I installed sequential taillights in it before it was cool. It also has, it's hard to see here, but it's got central exhaust on it. Yeah, custom. Oh, and there's my truck.
Yeah.
It's got no wheels on it.
Oh.
But I miss the truck. Honestly, that thing was a fun time.
I'll tell you, one of our biggest regrets in the last 2 years is getting rid of our truck.
Oh my god! Oh, you did get rid of the truck, didn't you?
Yeah.
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 There's just
if
so
we had
much
known
you can do.
COVID was going to happen, we wouldn't have gotten rid of it.
No, it's so hard to tell when the right time is to do those things. But it's. Oh, and you know what? If anyone wants to know how much I love my truck, this was my Christmas picture one year. That's what I sent out on all the Christmas cards to the family. That was literally taken like in December.
That's amazing.
I think that was actually Christmas Day, and it was just green as could be. But yeah, I know.
Yep.
So,
a thing of beauty.
Just a thing of beauty. I know it's hard to be as stylish as I am, but you can accomplish it if you try, people.
But you have to really put a lot of effort.
Yeah, don't ever give up. I don't know if that counts as a lot of effort.
I'll go with it. I think so.
We'll call it effort. Okay.
What are you holding?
I found it. I found it. But there's actually two really good pictures here. So first, my grandfather and I are awesome people. This is a picture that hangs in their wall. That's me riding my Mustang with a cowboy hat on and literally ropes around it like a rein. And that is him riding. That is a legitimate Mustang tractor that he is on top of with his hat on. So I sent him the picture on the left. He sent me back the picture on the right. I merged the two and made them like a gift.
That is stunning.
I know. It runs in the family.
I love your grandpa.
He is legitimately my hero. But are you ready?
Amazing. Yes. Show me.
Just give me a second.
Oh God. Oh my God. No.
I know, right? It's so bad. Like, it's terrible. It's so... That's a picture. Imposter.
It doesn't even look like you.
You know what the worst part is? Like, it looks like I have, like, weird teeth here, but, like, these are the same teeth that exist in that picture.
Oh my God.
Draco Malfoy.
Yeah. Honestly, kind of does. Yeah, a little bit. Just
Right?
buffer.
Just what?
It doesn't even look like you.
It's awful.
Holy crap.
It's so bad. The Hufflepuff robe. Oh, Minoa. I guess those were... I can't look at it anymore. I can't look at it anymore.
Yeah.
That's not even the picture I was looking for. That was the one I forgot about.
Oh, wow.
Okay, I have to make up for it with this.
I'm glad you found that.
I was also cute at one point. Ironically, grew up to be a train conductor, so dreams accomplished. I know.
You're adorable.
I know. We're not going to focus on that too long.
That is very cute.
I try my best. So, yeah, that was why, looking back, high school was such a bad time for me, I think. Yeah. But like, rough. But like, this was also me in high school. That's me winning a fashion show, by the way, and that is the entire duct tape outfit I crafted by hand for this girl.
Oh my God, that's really good.
Thank you. I did the whole thing. Her name was Jasmine. We looked fairly similar and had the same initials. We met at work, and we briefly convinced everyone we worked with that we were twins, and then proceeded to spend 3 months making sexual remarks about each other every time we walked by in front of our coworkers, making everyone incredibly uncomfortable. Yeah, it was funny.
That's awful.
Yeah, this is also me. I don't know if I'm like one of the Beatles or what here, but that's a look.
I mean, I feel like that's very of the time.
Yeah, it definitely was of the time.
Yeah. For sure. You definitely rock brunette hair more, but like better than the blonde though.
Thank you. I don't think I'll ever be planning on going back.
No more platinum blonde.
No. Oh, the bright side. You became a handsome adult. It could have been, you know what? That's true. Aww. I could have gotten uglier over time, and that would have been awful. I still haven't found the picture I was looking for, though, which is the hard part here.
I look exactly the same as I did when I was in high school.
Must be nice.
Sorry. A little less eyeliner.
A little less? Oh my God.
Yeah.
How much eyeliner was there?
Well, I don't really wear any now.
Also,
no, but I did the whole eye, like right around.
nice.
It was really gross.
This is me on my Florida trip after I upgraded the car because I wasn't satisfied with the tiny 3-cylinder Chevy Spark they gave us.
No. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I know, right? Just
Yeah.
So there's handsome men just waiting on cars in Malibu, Nakoko.
Oh, you just go looking.
Okay, I found the picture.
Yeah.
This one's even harder to show people than anything, I think. I want you to keep in mind, like, visualize the picture of us standing together in the Rith like circuit,
Yep.
looking jacked.
Yep. Oh my god. Ooh.
136 pounds.
You're so teeny.
At the height I'm currently at.
What?
Still taller than my dad, though.
God. Yeah, apparently. Holy. You're so tiny.
Yep.
We talked about this last week a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I was not. Yeah, we did talk about this last week. So this is why I ended up dating so many people with eating disorders, because they were the only ones smaller than me.
Wow.
I know.
You were tiny. Man.
Very tiny. Very tiny. And now I know why none of the girls in high school liked me.
Oh, no. That's not true.
Okay, one of the girls in high school liked me, but she also liked 2 other guys to the point where she decided to date all 3 of us at once.
Well, that's rude.
Ooh, remember when I said the car was broken in half?
You did. You found a picture?
This is when it went into the shop.
Oh, wow. You've done so much work.
I know.
Holy crap.
I know. It was literally broken in half. All right, picture time's over, folks.
Dang it.
I've run out. That's it.
I don't
That's
think
all.
that's true.
Okay, I've run out of pictures on the topic of cars and me sitting on them and how small I was as a teenager.
I have photos somewhere of me sitting on a tractor.
Oh my god.
Not that anybody wants to see that. Just as a
I think we all want to see that.
note. No, nobody wants to see that.
I think we all... chat, can I get some backup here? We all want to see that, right? Yeah, everybody wants to see Shanks sitting on a tractor.
Sometimes I feel like I shouldn't open my mouth.
Were you wearing a flannel shirt and a straw hat?
I was not.
Were you wearing a flannel shirt?
Nope.
Really?
Right?
See, Nakoko would love to see that in all caps.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, I feel like when you did see it, you would be like, oh no, I didn't actually need that.
No, I do. And the Corvette. Ooh, the Corvette is in Discord.
Yeah.
Here, we'll share that right now. Boom. Here's Frickface's Corvette Stingray. Looking good. Doing the car wash. Nicely
That's
done.
nice.
Nicely
Beautiful.
done. That is, and it's the bright red color. You can't miss that. That's the classic car. Okay.
Why did I bring up the tractor?
Wants to see tractors. Give
No.
the people what they want, Shanks.
I will look for it. Not tonight.
Not tonight. You know what I find strange?
Jesus.
These streams go longer than any stream I do on my own.
Same.
I get to 3 hours on other streams and I'm just like, I can't go on. I am dead to the
can't
world.
do this.
I think it's because normally when I'm streaming, I'm playing games where I just constantly die in, and there's only so much death you can experience during a day.
That is, yeah, that's true.
So Frickface said...
I'm thinking about streaming, sorry.
I was just saying, Frickface said her color guard team did a wash to raise money. and my dad brought it in. There it is, 1972
Oh, cool.
Stingray Corvette. So you were thinking of streaming.
Oh, of streaming Star Wars Fallen Order. I think I talked about it last time.
Which one is Fallen Order? Is that
It's the newest one. It's
the one with the little robot?
That, Synapse.
That's the one with the little robot that clamps to your back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that
Yeah.
game. That's a good game.
It's a lot of fun. It's just that
Toon Reborn says, I love that game. Okosha! So good to see you. I saw you streaming a little bit earlier. You're doing some art. It's been so long. How are you? Also, Toon, I'm not overshadowing you with Okosha, but it's been a while. And Toon, Lemon Christmas Tree and I have both agreed that you're going to be our guest star on our stream where we talk about worst date relationships. Because your story is horrifying. And I want Cruickshank to be able to watch it in real time as you tell this horrifying story.
I really want to hear it now.
I kid you not, this man was sexually harassed at a minimum. like there was some non-consensual shit happening on multiple occasions during this one forsaken date.
No.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
He had like superstar levels of attention going on. It was like if you were,
Yeah.
I don't know, who do I want to say here? I'm gonna go with. Why is it that Christina Aguilera is the one that comes to mind for me? I don't know why.
That is really weird.
Right? Right? I'm just like, out of
That's
all the
super
people.
bizarre.
I'll go with Natalie Portman. She's my favorite female actor.
Okay.
It's like if Natalie Portman was just walking around. She's just a beautiful person.
She's stunning.
She was the best part of that Star Wars trilogy. I wish she had
Obi-Wan
been-
Kenobi?
Yeah, okay. I mean,
Ewan McGregor?
Ewan McGregor's amazing. But,
Yeah.
okay, fine. He got the better
Ian.
role, though.
Yes.
To be
They
fair,
did not
though-
write her well.
No, but to be fair, she did at least get some action and a little bit
To
of,
be
like,
fair.
doing... To be fair.
Yeah, sorry. To be fair.
If you haven't seen Letterkenny Problems, please watch.
Please go see it.
Yeah,
Right
Letterkenny.
now.
Letterkenny reminded, like, when I was first introduced to Letterkenny, I was just like, oh my god, I'm home. These are the people I grew up with.
Yeah. That's honestly, I grew up in a small little beach town, but it is the exact same as Letterkenny.
Jesus Christ, Lemony Snickets, what a series of unfortunate events you've been through, eh, ugly fuck? Love it.
Yes.
How are you now? Good and you?
How are you now? Good and you?
Enter the driveway, don't come in.
You sound so much like him. It's crazy.
Oh my god. I went home for a weekend to visit my dad and go camping, and we went out into the Crown Land and camped with the people. Mm-hmm. And I came back after the weekend and showed up, and Ryan Bloodblade was out front, and and I started talking. He was like, "What is wrong with you?" I was like, "So, how are you doing, Ryan? Had a good weekend. How was yours?" And he was just like, "What the fuck has happened here?" He's like, "What's wrong with your voice?" I'm like, "I don't know. Why? Is there something going on?" He's just like, "This is wrong."
I don't like it.
Yeah. How is it? It's going well. It's going well. Oh, Coach, I saw the other day that you were playing MO Astray. What is that? What did you think about the game? I really like it. Not a fan of the boss fights, but I love the art style and the platform. Nice. I'm planning to play it. The game seems great, but I want an opinion. What is MO Astray? I've never heard of it. It's also longer than I expected. I'm still only 60% in. Good to know. Okay, so recap. Things you need to see as per this stream. You want to listen to the album It's Album Time by Todd Terje on psychedelics.
Yes. Well,
Specifically.
oh God.
You need to see Redline. You need to see Space Dandy. You need to watch Letterkenny Problems. There was a terrible show, something about Thor and the Thunder something, that was also recommended by Exploding Seagull, and I'm wondering if he put it in here somewhere for me to see.
I don't think he did.
Yes, Thunderstorm: The Return of Thor.
Yes.
Perfect. Oh my God, he actually linked it.
That's perfect.
He actually linked it. Okay. So now this is happening.
I'm very excited.
So am I.
Yeah.
So am I. Okay, so you should also watch this.
Oh my God.
That is. Oh, okay. We gotta. Where's this all end? Oh, okay. There's like a. I'm gonna narrate the opening sequence if it's not, because there's writing coming up. There's a Star Wars entrance.
Yes.
We're literally gonna do the Star Wars roll in text.
Yep.
There was once a time when man turned to the gods for guidance. Oh, there's a guy. He does it. Never mind. I still think mine was better.
It was better. Well, I can't hear you, so.
The belief in the gods was so strong that man prayed to them and worshipped them without question. While man resided in the land of Midgard, or what they would call Earth, the gods resided in their home beyond reality, a land called Asgard. There was a balance. For every death, there would be life. For every sadness, there would be happiness. And for every good deed, there would be evil. This is just a movie right now. Originally, man had a symbiotic relationship with the gods, but unfortunately, some things don't last. Coach is like, confusion. Oh, the Death Risers. Okay, this just goes on for a while, so let's get to the opening scene here.
It's a long intro.
Here we go. This is the opening scene. Oh, we got this man's moving in like slow motion. What is the point of this? A really bad one, apparently. Oh, shit, he's got a gun.
Oh,
Alright, David, I've got the gun. Wait. Oh, okay, yes, they all have guns. How many people were in this car?
That's like a clown car.
There's just more people getting. We're at 5 people in the car now. I would have got a larger car for this.
Yeah.
What are they walking towards? Yeah, for sure. You wouldn't want to be the guy riding in that middle seat with the crotch.
No. With like guns poking you on either
Yeah,
side.
yeah, not cool.
Oh my God. That's too many people for that car.
I like that there's just another car in the background driving by, being like, yeah, you know what, hon? Maybe we don't go down that street.
Right. Need everyone to stay quiet and listen.
Oh,
How late were these people working?
This is so bad.
Oh!
Oh my God.
That was a crotch
As I
shot.
was saying, I need everyone to stay quiet and listen.
You can tell he's in pain because he's still
Is everyone
standing.
paying attention?
Yeah.
Good.
Why are they shooting from this
He's
low
like,
We
angle?
are here looking for a rare artifact.
I don't think anything rare was ever contained in this room. What are we watching? Hey, Melody, this is a good question. What is this? It's Thunderstorm: The Return of Thor.
Does anyone know of it?
Yep.
It would be a
Here's the amazing part about this scene. There's lights above him meant for lighting the room that aren't being used right now.
Who might you be?
And all of the lighting in the room is done by the specific camera lighting that they're using.
So, 3 seconds. Tell me where it is.
Sorry, I'm 3 hours
1.
late. It's okay.
2. Give me a minute. 3.
All right. I think that's enough.
Oh, what?
If you'd like to know more, Thunderstorm: The Return of Thor is available to watch for free on YouTube. It is an hour and 25 minutes long.
That is unreal.
Of that high quality content.
I thought I was going to want to watch it, but I don't know if I can do that.
This is better than... Oh, don't worry. We are going to watch it on a movie night, and there may be a running commentary from me.
I'm into it.
I love it. I love it. Well,
Wow.
What do you think? Have we covered all the things we want to cover this week?
We haven't touched on anything we wanted to cover this week.
Which is par for the course.
Yeah, no, so far we're batting on 1,000. So.
Yeah, the good news is we'll always have things to cover for next week if we keep this up.
Right? Totally. Well, we talked about it a little bit. We did talk about it a little bit.
We did talk about success a little bit. So, to maybe finish on topic and what we're talking about.
Yes.
Initially, we wanted to talk about things like motivation and success and what allows us to succeed in life and how we perceive success as individuals. And I think we've each sort of discussed our views on what both success looks like and probably doesn't look like and that you should avoid, and given those kind of two perspectives of that. But I think the important thing to keep in mind is it's always going to be individual to you. And don't let anyone else define what success looks like in your life. I think too often we get into the habit of looking at what we perceive to be the expectations of either our own communities, the people around us, or the societies that we grow up in. And we start to define success not by what we value, but more by what is seen to be commonly done and how others respond to that. So, you've likely grown up watching, I don't know, television or something of the sort, whether it be Netflix, streaming services, where successful characters are often depicted as people in high-paying jobs with educations, and they've gone to prestigious universities, and they make X amount of dollars, and they have a relationship with a certain type of person, and that affords them a certain type of lifestyle. But that doesn't necessarily mean that's what success is, and it shouldn't necessarily be what success is to you. Because for me, my value in life isn't to make a ton of money and spend my whole life at work. It's actually to spend less money so that I can afford a more free lifestyle and do whatever I want instead of going to work, Yeah. And you need to find the type of people in life that are going to support your vision of success and help you work towards your goals versus trying to redefine them in the ways that they would see it. Yeah. Do you have anything to add to that on, I guess, what would be closing notes? I'm always going to ask.
You summed it up. I know you are. I don't know why I'm so surprised every time. Oh, God. No, I think you touched on everything that I was thinking. So success and motivation is very subject to the person, and it's never going to be the same to everybody. Mm-hmm. So I think you just have to figure out how to define it for yourself and not let other people pressure you into thinking otherwise.
Mm-hmm. That being said, avoid unhealthy habits.
Yes.
So like Shanks brought up earlier, it's important that we set goals for ourselves that are achievable and, things that it helps if they're measurable so you can see your success over time. But, I believe you made a really good point when you were talking about making sure that every day you can come out and achieve one thing that you've kind of set for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And that's what we would recommend if you want to talk about success. Yeah. And then somewhere in the middle of all that, there was all kinds of stories, photo sharing, worst date scenarios, and other things. Yeah. You know what I view success as, Shanks?
What's that?
Sitting here right now with you knowing I survived all of this.
No.
That's how I define success.
I'm
still
fair.
Alive.
You're still here. After all the fiascos tonight, you're still here.
Actually, you know what? I watched... Here's a really good movie recommendation for anyone who wants to watch something that's a little bit inspiring. Soul, the Disney movie, is phenomenal. I don't want to like be like, oh, it's the most amazing movie ever, because it's not. It's not.
Right.
The most amazing movie ever was factually either Jojo Rabbit or The Greatest Showman. But but
I mean, I agree with you on Jojo Rabbit, but
Jojo Rabbit was fantastic. The Greatest Showman made me cry, so it had to be like not cry out of sadness. I was just like, this is what I want life to be. I felt inspired. 3 movies that have made me cry in life: Hidalgo with Hugo Mortensen and a horse.
and the horse, yeah.
In a horse. The Greatest Showman, and just like one of those CrossFit Games documentaries. As much as I shit all over CrossFit as like a group activity, like the actual professional CrossFit athletes and the amount of work that they do to be professionals and have like individualized, dedicated training is very inspiring, which is I think why people want to get into CrossFit so bad, and why group classes exist, which I think are awful.
Yeah. Yes.
Because you are prone to injury, and they do cover that in the documentaries. Like they'll go into like the group classes, and the people who are just there doing the group classes, like, yeah, I'm really sad that I was off for like 8 months recovering from my injuries, kind of thing. And like, that's because you didn't have individualized attention being paid to you while you were doing exercises incorrectly at a rapid pace.
Yeah.
In significant numbers.
That's just it. Yeah.
Nikoko cries a lot in movies. The train scene in The Greatest Showman when they were dancing French Kiss. Yes, absolutely. So yeah, Soul. If you want to feel inspired, Soul is a good. It's humbling. I think it's actually humbling.
Yeah.
You do not need to be rich, wealthy, powerful to live a good and meaningful life.
Right.
That is the thing. Okay.
I'll have to watch that.
Have you not seen it?
I haven't.
That's a good one to watch with the kid.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I don't know that he'll understand it, but it's actually just fun to watch. Oh, he's not? Okay.
He doesn't.
Don't hook him on the TV.
He doesn't pay
then.
attention to the screen.
Put him outside on a leash.
That's where he wants to be all the time already.
Good.
He's like,
good.
Mama outside. Mama outside.
That's how I know it's going to be a good kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can tell by
Or the gym.
Or the gym. I saw him lifting the other day. Yeah. He looks like he's prepping.
He can lift pretty well.
Yeah, he's going to do cleans.
He's got better form than I do.
He also has probably better bones than all of us. They're made of rubber.
Bones, joints, muscles, yeah.
I cry from commercials, so I'm too scared to watch that movie. You cry from commercials? What commercial has ever made you cry?
To be fair.
Unless you're just watching those like sad African donation commercials.
Oh. Or even like the dog adoption commercials.
Oh yeah. But like not like slap chop commercials, I hope.
Oh, those ones get me right in the feels.
He's always cutting onions, that's the thing. It comes through the TV.
You can't help it.
Okay. Nikoko and Akocha, I think you two have some connecting to do. You're both enjoying crying.
A little bit.
Have you watched the short from 22's point of view? The precursor? I was about to watch it last night, but then I ended up going to bed. So I will watch it because I'm interested in knowing more about it, because 22 is a very interesting little soul. So for context, 22 is the soul that we're into like the 2 billions of souls or something, like multi-billions of souls have gone to Earth. And like, so when they're calling out people like soul number 22,677, blah, 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 you're partnered with so-and-so. Soul number 22,678, whatever, you're partnered with so-and-so. Oh, and soul number 22 has literally existed for thousands of years and never inhabited a body because they can't find what's missing in them to make them like eligible to go to Earth. And that's what the movie's about. It's like discovering what the purpose of life is, kind of thing. It's very good.
Oh boy.
If you want a good cry, you should watch the Kit Bull Pixar short. Oh my, why do I want a good cry?
Sometimes you just need to cry.
Actually, though, that's true. Some days there's just like, fuck, I just want to cry today. I just want to have a cry. Like, I feel like it's like emotional constipation. It's like a discomfort that sits inside of you and you need to relieve yourself.
Yeah, I
So-
had one of those days like 2 weeks ago,
Yeah.
and I held it together until Matt got home from work, and then I was like, I'm gonna go upstairs and sit in my bedroom, and I'm gonna cry for a bit.
Yeah. I used to
I'm
cry.
fine. I just need to cry.
I used to cry when I came back from LARP weekends.
Oh.
I would just get back and like it would just hit me, like everything that had just gone on and like all the activity and like the enjoyment of spending 2 pure days of social engagement with people who shared interests with me. And then I would come back and I would know the rest of my week was about to start doing things that I fucking hated, and that I would have to wait like another
Right.
4 weeks before I could go back and have that experience again. And I think that really like underlined the importance of just like social connection and work-life balance to me at the time.
Yeah, I would see that.
Well, when you're living 28 days of the month for 2 days of the month, you
Yeah.
really need to reevaluate
Yeah.
your life.
That's not a good situation.
Yeah. I had to take time off work to go to those weekends. And so everyone's like, "Oh, the cost of coming here is like $40. I don't know if that's enough, or I don't know if that's, worth it." It was costing me over $300 to go to those weekends just of lost
I
income.
was gonna say. Wow.
It was like,
Yeah.
"Yep, I'm going." It's like, this is an
Yeah.
incredibly expensive activity for me, but it's the only
It's
thing I
worth
care
it.
about is getting away from the stuff that I use to make money. And that's a sign, people.
Yeah.
If you ever feel like that, you may not be succeeding. It's time to reevaluate.
Yeah.
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 Only cries when I'm crying out of anger. Sadness just makes me more exhausted. Maybe that could be a topic of our next
Yeah.
conversation, potentially. So,
I would love to talk about that actually.
yeah, Cruickshank and I are going to be doing this again next weekend on her channel. So, I would like to promote Shank's channel. Name's right down there. Go give her a follow if you haven't, because we're going to be alternating these streams on Saturdays, on weekends, it seems. And we're going to be talking there next. So we should talk about healthy emotions and life balance. And,
That would be
learning to express yourself in healthy ways so that you don't have a fucking meltdown.
Yeah. Honestly.
Because I've had them. I'm sure you've had them. And they're not pretty.
No. They're not at all. And I'm an ugly crier, so.
I break things. I break things,
really?
and I am them just filled with regret, because I do this Hulk strength thing where I think I channel my inner primate, where I just don't have, oh, I've been replaced with you. Now there's 2 of
What?
you.
Oh. No, I don't like
This-
that.
this is weird.
We don't need
This
that.
is weird to look at.
Get it out.
But now I can see the difference with your hair.
Yeah, oh yeah. See?
It's nice. Yeah.
Where do I go over here?
I like that this is a clip on your stream.
I don't know why it's a clip. I have no
Amazing.
idea why. but,
Amazing. Yeah, we can all just
oh
have
my God.
a good cry session. Maybe we'll lead a guided cry meditation. Just all release our things. But that was distracting.
Thank you, Nakoko.
Yes, that's great. Thank you, Nakoko, for the shout outs. I forgot what we were saying. It's gone.
Oh, we were talking about streaming next week.
Yes, so
We're gonna-
if you haven't, please go and follow Shanks over here, and that way we can go have some good times on her stream talking about some of this stuff that we're talking about right now, and maybe we'll have a good time. And we're gonna just be doing a back and
will.
forth.
We always have a good time. Yeah.
We try to, at least.
And we'll
Yeah.
try to stay somewhat on topic next week, maybe. Possibly. Probably not.
You know what would really help us, I think?
Notes?
I was gonna say a loose point form
Yeah.
topic list. I don't want to call it a script because I know that that's too much, but
That's
just let's make sure we get through the grocery list before the end of the stream.
yes.
Nakoko's
That's a good
loving
idea.
her hair.
Right. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to brushing it out.
She told me mine looked like I'd styled it differently, but like nobody knows that my hair is just this long now. And like it's like, hey, I'm the lead singer from the band My Chemical Romance.
You are.
Welcome to the Black
you
Parade. When I was a young boy, my father took me into the city to see a marching band. You know that?
I like it.
I know. Emo Phoenix is good. Oh, look at this.
Yeah.
This is,
so edgy.
hold up. I got a comb here. I'm going to sell this to you. This is what I've been hiding at the back of my head.
Wow.
I know. Mood apathetic.
Yeah. This is it. This is the look.
10 out of 10. Hold up. It's just just the unimpressed look. It's not a phase, Mom.
Just right up there.
It's not a phase, Mom. God. Jeez, God, you guys just don't understand me. You'll never understand me.
Yes, please. Somebody clip that.
Yes, please add that to my clips list.
Please.
I need constant clips.
I love it.
I know. So I hate that this is how the stream's ending. with this look. This is like just gonna cut my hair on stream next time. Like it's down to where my beard ends at its longest point.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's all the way.
All right, everybody.
That's how long it was.
I have literally been hiding it by just streaking it back.
Yeah.
But yeah, all right. So thank you everybody for like coming, I guess. But you know, I didn't expect it, but I guess you're here, so thank you. If you're looking for praise, you might as well look somewhere else because we're not sellouts here, and I don't actually care if you listen, okay? But yeah, so Shanks and I, we're gonna probably put on another gig like next week or something, and I guess if you wanted to come, you could, but like, you know, if you're not gonna be cool about it, just don't bother showing up. Also, my man Randall's at the merch stand right now, so if you want to buy a t-shirt, like, we're not selling it because we don't support capitalism, but it just helps with the band, okay? Like, God.
On that note, that was amazing. I know that guy.
Shut up, Shanks. Just get in the van. God. Stream over. Now we have to leave. Oh no, I forgot you're muted on this. Hold on. Okay, good night, everybody. Phoenix out. And I'm Cruickshankfit, and we've had a great time. And I can totally still talk because Phoenix set up the stream right. Goodbye. Hi, Razor Rob. Bye, Razor Rob.